The following program is meant for adult audiences only. If you are easily offended, you are choosing to be offended by continuing to watch. If jokes upset you, whether bad or good, you might end up crying. Being a bitch in life is difficult, I imagine, but you must find a way to continue. For all the haters and lurkers, hope you enjoy the show. For the bigot army, enjoy the show. Don't be a pussy.
そうだ。テレビつけてもいいぞ。
冒険アニメ
よりによって
サイレンサー付きの拳銃だと
ワクワク。
Here we go! Lucha, 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 lucha! It's the way of life!
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call
the Grifter Zone.
Oh, you found your moo.
My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's 'cause Jesus Christ is.
Man, I want to get drunk in a hotel room with you.
That might be taken out of context.
Gay, gay, gay.
Oh. Hypno. How is it my fault? What? The bracket gifted this and I'm immediately called an anti-Semite? Come on, dog.
Bruh.
What are these characters? Nazi furry? Hypno, why would you do this to me? Said, welcome to Goonergate. Protect your booty hole.
What's up, nerds? It's Alyssa Mercante, Kotaku senior editor, and
nobody even wants you here.
And I would take her to Chili's, maybe. You know, like, genuinely, I just want the best for her. Genuinely.
Listen, if it was consensual and you didn't hate the Jews, I'd fuck the shit out of you. I would.
What did he say? People are gonna clip that. You know that I don't.
Clip it. I know you don't. Come on, but that's the thing. Why can't we have fun?
Bruh.
That's an interesting way of putting. That makes sense.
He's jealous. Fuck yeah. Been knew I was that bitch. I didn't need a man to tell him to fuck.
And Hypnotic again, member for 1 month. Thank you. Enjoy First Berserker. What's that black stuff between an elephant's toes? Slow natives. Wait.
Wild.
Yeah. On the other end of the spectrum. Yes.
Okay. I'd say that goes out of dad into dark, but sure, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely dark.
Somebody replies and it says, "This is embarrassing." And he says, "Not as embarrassing as your take on trans kids. It was not researched. It was cruel and it had no basis in facts. So forgive me if I don't take all your takes that seriously." Who's this person?
Bruh.
Look at the fucking thumbnail. God of Cock Meltdown. Oh my God, look at this. Oh man. Yeah, sure. Trans kids, for sure, man.
Right, but you're giving an opinion on an article with a headline that's inflammatory. So the fact that you're giving an opinion on what's on screen,
Did I focus on the inflammatory nature of the headline?
Well, can I assume that everything in this article you would agree with?
You shouldn't assume. It makes an ass out of yourself and me.
Okay, so
down his timeline, you're gonna see a lot of ass and titties. Okay, me on my Twitter timeline, you ain't gonna see none of that. As a matter of fact, like I can show you, I can scroll down my entire news feed on Twitter. Why would you ruin my point? I'm trying. God damn. Why would you ruin it? I didn't do that. I don't know who this chick is. Why would you do that? I can't even edit it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Someone you love been canceled? Have you been the target of online harassment because of something you said or refused to be compelled to say by the mob? Did you mistakenly think you could be an individual, form your own opinions, and keep all of your friends? Did your social credit score tanked because you had a conversation with, subscribe to, or follow someone who suffers from wrongthink? Have you been called a literal Nazi because you think taking care of one's physical health is important? Have you tried apologizing for your transgressions only to find out you actually poured gasoline on the they-them flames? Have you ever had a politically incorrect thought or, heaven forbid, made an off-color joke? Well, we here at the Office of the Cancelled are here for you. As a member of the club, we offer exclusive trading cards, black jackets, lapel pins, access to bomb shelters, as well as audio tracks from based artists that are sure to pump you up for a day at the range and get some of that much-needed two-way therapy. Remember, folks, you're only canceled if you let yourself be canceled, and every one of those collectivist NPCs can go fuck themselves.
Eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat.
I'll wait some time because the longer we wait, like the more realistic it'll be, you know, when he comes back to life. The touch of the black man in a woke story. The God hand shining down, shining upon thee. White man as you lay down. Cis white man and couple in background. Understand the power of a black man is a God hand.
Pro-black Twitter
I breathe life into you. One touch is not enough from greatness. One touch from the black man. Watch me do it again. Kneel and be amazed at the touch of the black man. I bring life. I bring life.
pro-black Twitter hoes.
That's right! That's right!
Robocock, don't clip that, no!
Bruh.
Oh God, that's getting clipped.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Oh shit. I was doing so good tonight too.
Drops, retard. Robocock.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Hypnocast. That's right, we are live, boys. We are live. We're going to dive down the rabbit hole that is known as the internet. Before we do any of that, bring it in close, boys. Bring it in close. Right now, listen, man, people are confused. All right. People are confused in the chat. It seems to be a running trend over the last couple of weeks. Let's try to help them to the best of our ability. I know it's difficult. I know it's difficult. There's a lot of lore, okay? There's a lot of Hypnocast lore. It takes a lot, to catch up on that. But let's help these new people and listen very closely. We're not checking the chat. I know you guys are gooning. If we're watching on YouTube, like the stream. Figure it out, man. Come on, press the like button. It's not hard. It's not hard to press the like button. If you're watching on Rumble, like the stream. If you're watching on Twitter, like the post. And if you are watching anywhere else, you will, in fact, be pegged. Not only by Booty Adams, but a train will be ran on you with Collective Shout joining in as well. Like the screen. Like the screen. Can I get a mic check, please? Mic check, titty check, balls check. What are we doing, man? What are we checking today? Listen, boys, there's a lot going on. There's a lot, and there's also a little. I know it doesn't make sense. It's not supposed to. But there's a lot going on, man. We got a lot we got to talk about today, right? There's always news going on. But what are you guys checking, man? What are you checking? Aside from all the objects that are being thrown on a WNBA court, aside from that, what are we checking, man? Checking boobs? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I see a BLT check. Okay, fair enough. Gundam, Unicorn, and Banshee deploy check. Very nice. Very nice. Pot check. It's always one of those. It's always one of those. Hypnotic check. Thank you. Thank you very much. What else are we checking, man? It's ma'am check. Definitely checking that. I think I made one of the greatest Asuka picks ever. I don't care what anybody says. Gay engineer check. Fair enough. Battlefield 6 looks great, and I'm hype check. Very nice. Executive order check. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. Late check. I have no idea what you're talking about. Green check. Green banana check. Oh, my God. That's interesting. Executive order check. Yes, absolutely. We're going to do that again. Hypnosis check. Panda check. Law check. The fuck? Moan check. Hypno is a booty hole check. That's crazy. Security job check. Very nice. All right, guys, listen, our ESG scores are at their maximum. Hold on. There's one check that I especially want to cover because it's very accurate. Where is it? Daniel Ocean. Hypnotic. True waifu battle creator check. Thank you very much. All right, guys, listen, our ESG scores are at their maximum. We are fully funded. Like the fucking stream. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do the Bigot Army roll call. Let's see who is in his chat right now. Aside from former Kotaku urinalists, black samurais that unfortunately did exist at one point but no longer do, and YouTubers that desperately need to copy my every move because, well, I mean, I guess I'm just that good. I don't really know at that point. Person 11, Luigi the Metal 64. Sonia Lisette, ignored again. Oh, look at her. Look at her. Look at her saying ignored again. And she's the third fucking one that I call out. Somebody throw a fucking chancla at Sonia. Tell her to relax. Tell her to relax. Throw a slipper right at Sonia's head. Just chuck that shit. All right. Alucard. Shout out to Alucard. Monkey Man 04. We got the true Aztec Warrior. We got the Madman Mars. Dragon Master 0. What's up, man? Exilicids. I don't ever know how to say this name. I need to come up with a nickname for you. Exil. Let's call you Exil. What about Exil? Can we call you that? Yamato 85. Hollowified Matt. K the Gannett Queen. Jeremiah Maxwell. Triple J Jr. Monkey Man 04. The Voice in the Water. Shout out to you, brother. Luck E. Fabian Moreno. Another one with the fuck. Also, it's Scream in Polish. It's Kishkofil. Kishkofil. I'm never going to remember that. Kishkofil. I'm going to try my best to remember that. Kishkofil. What? Okay. I gave it my best shot. St. Hugo. The Madman Mars. We got Dragon. Deku Leader. Benji Alucard. Ali Kusanagi. Raziel. Monkey Man 04 again. The Foot Bandit himself. Derek Smith. Snooty Mims. Killer of the Shadows. The True Aztec Warrior, Angry Wolverine, Frenchie07, Audio Pollution, HXC, Romanizer 24, Inferno Hell Knight, Burst Flare. What's up, Burst Flare? Oliver Adam, Pizza Cat Leet. We got Matthew with the Hero Prees, and then for some reason threw a dick emoji. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. Chaotic Holy, Old Man Cad, Supervised Old Man Cad. Are you supervised? I hope you're supervised. Valerian over on Rumble, Gamer Nurse Gale. How you doing, Gamer Nurse Gale? Winter Blacklight. We got who else? Sold Me Out. We got Daniel. What's up, Daniel? We got Mystic Vegeta saying here but not at home. We got Silver Wolf. Got Democulus over on Rumble. Review the Big Cheese 200. We got Hanny. We got who else? Melody Johnson. Blue Octopussy. We got Ali Kusanagi. We got Cinefray. What's up, man? We got Kevin Thomas. We got Timebound Howler. Beautiful Zexel. Mike, 17. Basic Rich over on Rumble. We got Rye Guy over on Rumble. John D. You can't get coffee from me, man. I don't have a coffee company. I'm sorry. We got Taffy. We got Daniel Ocean 11. Jason Alator. Exel says close enough. Okay. I'm going to rock with that. I'm going to do my best. We got Yamato 85. We got Snooty Mims over on Rumble. We got, who else is here, man? Glomide Prince. Carlos Pitiera. All right, 4 more people, boys. 4 more people, and that's it. We got to get on with the show. Come on, man. We got to get on with the show. 4 more people. That's all we can afford to call out. Come on. We got Ulysses. We got Neon Earth. Rockin' Hound Dog. We got Hollified Matt. We got Person 11. We got Octuz. What's up, Octuz? How you doing? We got Angmar WK. This absolute legend, man. On Griffcast, he gifted the other Achilles game. Bro, I'm gonna be losing so much sleep because of this, man. I just want everybody to know that. If I sound tired, blame Angmar. Okay? Blame Angmar for that. We got Hanny. We got Mar Hawkman. Gundam Exia. We got Hypnos Cat. Shinphil. We got Nick Havoc. Shezarine. Thank you. I appreciate that. The Mervoth. Angry Wolverine. We got, who else is here, man? Who else is here? Let's see. I only got 2. We got to do 4. We got to do 2 more. Young Stove. Scandinavia is a fictional place. There you go. We got John D. Think Chris Scofield when pronouncing Chris Scofield. Oh, I'm still going to fuck it up. Vardamus. What's up, Vardamus? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. And last but not least, we got Orc Dictator. We got Cray. We got, let's see. We got VTuber Lover, who was so confused, by the way. I always feel bad when new people or people who never watched the stream before have no idea what the fuck is going on during the intro. And then things progressively get worse. Right, as the stream goes on and we hit certain tiers and certain super chats come in and certain clips get played, you know, there's a lot of questions. There's just a lot of questions, you know. Who else we got, man? We're at 3. We need 1 more. Schizosaurus. Shout out to Schizosaurus. And let's end on Tiger King. And let's see. OBD. What's up, OBD? How are you, man? All right, guys, listen. And fun with collecting. And Dreg. I called out as many people as I possibly could. Let's sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army member and let's see who is going to get the final call-out money shot today. And please, what's up, Paul Q? For the love of God, do not do it to a new person. Please, man. They're already confused as it is. Please. I would greatly appreciate it. Handy says basic ass bitch protection with goon oil and fuck off to the next by 3. Don't call me greedy, motherfucker. Greedy. 1, 2, 3. How did you go? What are you spamming the chat? The fuck? 1, 2, 3. Guys, protect yourselves. Was that thumbnail Asuka being swole? I know I like seeing her fit with big jugs, but not that muscular. Oh my God, bro. Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now, guys? We have too many new people. we have too many new people. They're not protecting themselves. All right, boys, like the stream, listen very closely. Congratulations to a Strayed Links. You are the recipient of the money shot today.
What the?
Congratulations. Congratulations to a Strayed Links. Congratulations. All right, guys, listen. In all seriousness, we got a lot we got to talk about today. All right, we got a lot of content planned. We're going to be talking about some more censorship news because it's like every day, obviously, at this point. But the main thing we want to talk about today is the new executive order, right? That was signed by President Trump that everybody's talking about. People have been tagging me in it. They want me to talk about it. They want me to cover it, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about the executive order. We're going to talk about what's going on X. People are sharing screenshots of them having to verify their age with either an ID or a selfie picture. It's almost as if every single company is utilizing the same technology, almost as if this was all planned, right? But in any case, I mean, whatever. We're going to talk about that. We obviously got the female gamers. We got Haley. We got Madam Savvy out here fighting the good fight against Collective Shout. We got a brand new weirdo joining the fray, supporting Collective Shout, because obviously that's kind of how it goes. We also got some gaming news we got to talk about. We got studio closures, massive layoffs. The company behind Tron, The Catalyst, Bethel Games, I think it was the name of the studio, has pretty much fired their entire team. They're on life support at this point. Battlefield 6 has stopped 330,000 attempts at cheating, but there are cheats that are officially working already for Battlefield 6, as expected. We got some GTA news. We got actually a follow-up. One of the big stories today is we have a follow-up on the lawsuit story between Sony and Tencent. Remember I covered that? Between Sony and Tencent? We got to talk about that because there is a follow-up to that. We got another piece of major gaming news where Rod Ferguson has left Blizzard officially. Diablo's GM, Rod Ferguson, is gone from Blizzard. We also got to talk about some Tekken news. Tekken has obviously Asuka, Katsuhito Harada. I can't say his last name. I say it very Spanish. Let's just say Katsuhito. He put out a tweet basically saying he is fixing a lot of these characters, these female characters. They were apparently too buff, and he claims that it was a bug. I don't know about that, but again, whatever. Good on him for fixing it. Harada. What did I say? Harada? That's so spickish. Anyway, but yeah, we got a lot we got to talk about, boys. We got a lot we got to talk about. No retards of the day. I decided to spare the retards of the day today because, well, I mean, to be fair, a lot of YouTubers are acting like that these days, so they pretty much cover that segment. So we're gonna get right to the number one segment on YouTube, the number one segment on Rumble, the number one segment that is all around the entire universe. That I'm surprised people haven't copied this as well, aside from Smash JT, but we all know he copies everything. This segment is known all around the world as the pre-stream legend.
Money, print money, cash, money, wealth, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, more money, heaps and heaps of money, print money, cash, money, wealth, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, super chat money.
As salty as the sea, calling us no-code names. SJW screaming, but it's money they blame. Burning with envy, they're falling flat. They can't handle the sound of a super chat.
Ladies and gentlemen, we found us our retard of the day.
And here we are. The fate of the planet is in the hands of a bunch of retards I wouldn't trust with a potato gun.
Every day I try to spare the retards of the day. And unfortunately, they just show themselves. They show themselves. It is what it is. It is what it is. Peace out, Batman. Retard of the day has been found. Retard of the day has been found. All right, let's do the number one segment, boys, because there's clearly big time fans that are watching. Yeah, I'm not Mexican, so I have no idea. But let's get into this, boys. Let's get into this. Batman's gotten real bad. Yeah, he's gotten so bad that he's banned. So it is what it is. Let's start off, and we got the head of HR for Hypnotic Gamer Coffee. Bro, this account is gonna force me to make a coffee company, and I'm gonna hate you for the rest of my life. We do not have a coffee company. We do not have a coffee company, ladies and gentlemen. But apparently we have a head of HR for this coffee company that we don't have. For $50.83. Shout out to the head of HR. He says several complaints from someone named Sonia, something like that. You are behind on rent. Too many odd numbers on Fridays. Unwashed beads in the kitchen sink. Too many empanadas in the fridge. They are all very odd complaints. Hey, who the fuck would ever complain about too many empanadas? Since when is that like? What? Nobody would ever complain about too many empanadas. All right, let's be real. Let's be real. And by the way, thank you for reminding me. It is Friday. It is Friday, which means that Sonia's counting by herself. So make sure that all your super chats are in very weird numbers to ensure she has maximum difficulty counting tonight. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Come on, boys. Shout out to head of HR. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Mr. Melancholy with a 149 super sticker. Shout out to Mr. Melancholy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And then we got Sold Me Out for 7 months. Says, I'm tired, boss. Sometimes B2 sold me out. Sometimes B2. But you know what? We're on a major grind. I mean, to be fair, we always have been. But like, you know, especially the last couple of weeks, we're on a major grind, boys. We're on a major grind. And I totally understand this message. I totally understand this message, especially since it seems like YouTube is trying to catch on to the whole censorship talk, because now I'm starting to notice that my videos are now not going out on too much recommendations anymore compared to what they were before just a couple of days ago. But the good news is that we are still killing it, man. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button today. I would greatly appreciate it. We surpassed 96,500 subscribers. So we're halfway to the 97,000 mark. We are literally less than 3,500 away from the glorious 100,000 subscriber mark. So thank you guys seriously so much. I appreciate it. Adair Soto gives 1 Hypnotic membership, starting the membership train. Thank you so much, Adair Soto. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. And then we got Dragon with a $10 yellow boy. Trump signed an executive order on debanking. So this should help out. Trump wants law that will prevent banks from banks debanking. If you want a Dom mommy for Asuka, look at Wonton Poppy Gaming on modding. What the fuck? Dom mommy Asuka? Bro. I don't know, man. It is what it is. Yes, I agree. I should have been at 100K in March, but unfortunately, YouTube was like, we're going to turn you off like right about now. And hope that you quit in the next 6 months. Well, that didn't happen. BioT Wolf 19 with a 5. What else is called when you steal someone's coffee? Grounds for revenge. Now, can I get some of the special Bigot Blend coffee? No. But you could get that. You could get that. Shout out to BioT Wolf. The head of HR for a $20.83. Buy our coffee. All of our blends are 83% real coffee. Fuda Time blend, Femboy blend, I Suck at Video Games blend, I Don't Know Final Fantasy VII blend are all best sellers. Coffee comes with a Ricky Martin plushie, the best Puerto Rican. God
My
damn
hands
it.
are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
You would call Ricky Martin the best Puerto Rican. You call the gayest fucking Puerto Rican the best one, of course. Of course you would. We got Solby out for it too. I'm here at Hypno is late and gay. I have no idea what you're talking about. Zero. HXC with a 2 like to stream gooners and bigots. Never repent. Absolutely. Never repent. St. Hugo with a 2. That male, not a VTuber, is closing in on 100K fast. Shout out to St. Hugo. Thank you so much, man. We're slowing down right now, but we should be able to at least we got close enough. So even if YouTube turns us off again, at least we got close enough to say, shit, we did a pretty good push there right at the end. But hey, if we could keep trying, that'll be great. Gamer Nurse Gale with a 5 finally caught Hypnocast again. Wish me luck with Wu Chang and Wukong. Hail to all of us. You will love Wukong. In terms of Wu Chang, it's a totally different game. All right, Wu Chang versus Wukong, totally different games. So enjoy yourself with whichever you play. But they are patching Wu Chang with a lot of fixes. Actually, I might talk about that today. They're patching Wu Chang with a lot of fixes. So maybe wait for that if it's not out yet. The Dragon Master with a 5. Namco has failed me again with this Asuka BS. Also, just finished Donkey Kata's MBS stream. Funny. If only he came to play Bonanza. Well, he's not going to. I don't think he's a Nintendo guy. He's playing a lot of Battlefield, you know. He likes to shoot things. It's inherent in his genes. And speaking of, look at this. Vardamis with a massive 5 membership banger, giving us the first membership banger of the stream, which we all know what that means. Shout out to Vardamis. Thank you so much for the 5 membership banger. I appreciate that. The Joker with a 2. What's up, Hypnotic? What's up, Joker? How you doing, man? I hope you're well. Forgotten Vet, the silent protagonist. How you been, man? How you been? With a $20 banger.
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
Shout out to the silent protagonist himself, Forgotten Vet. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. According to Sony, we've already passed tier 1, which is insane. How the fuck did we do that? Holy shit. Next is Nocturne with a 5. What's worse than running with scissors? Scissoring with the... Ew, bro.
Stop it. Get some help.
That's insane. That is legitimately insane. Oh my God, bro. Scissoring with the runs. Wow. Nasty. We got Bud with a 5 membership.
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
Shout out to Bud, man. Always holding it down. This guy's an absolute legend when it comes to memberships. I appreciate that, Bud. Thank you so much. You fucking boss. And speaking of bosses, look, another one, man. Paul Q. Paul Q lately has been absolutely holding it down, throwing memberships left and right on both channels. Shout out to Paul Q for the 5 membership.
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate that, man. Next is Nocturne with a 369. Waifu battle early, Sonia. Oh, you did have a waifu battle early. It was at 12 o'clock on another channel. HXC with 273. Hi, Sonia. What's up, HXC? I know I'm not Sonya, but I'm saying hi anyway. Vardamus with a 504. Spread the word. Hypno's the best. Help to hit 100K. Thank you. Thank you so much, Vardamus. I appreciate that. We're trying to get there little by little. We got Beautiful Zexel with a $5 banger. Says, for the content creator who is stealing Hypnotic's waifu battle, that Batman guy, since I'm Mexican, fuck off. Oh, sorry. Off is a direction you can fuck. Sorry. He always says it in reverse. He always says it in reverse. Shout out to Beautiful Zexel. Toxin with a 199. I'll take 2 bags of the Fuda blend Hypnotic coffee. You would, wouldn't you? You absolutely would, wouldn't you? I'm not surprised. Then we got HXC with a 2. Says, I personally love pupusas more. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. And look at this absolute legend. Holy shit. What a 50 banger. Shout out to Sold Me Out with a $50 mega banger. Says, I gotta sleep. Keep the fighting the good fight, Hypno. I support you, and hopefully most of us make it past YouTube's shitty AI filtering on Wednesday. Oh yeah, it's coming. It's coming. I would not be surprised to see so many numbers just drop on YouTube. Depending how hardcore the AI goes on the first day. I don't know if they're gonna soft launch it. Probably not. They're gonna go like full nuclear with it. And it's gonna be making error after error after error. It's gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be absolutely stupid. But shout out to Sold Me Out. Thank you so much for the 50. I really do genuinely appreciate it. Thank you so much. We got Orc Dictator with a 583. I'm so old I can remember a time when even muscular women had feminine shape in movies and games. Fight censorship and neo-feudalism. Shout out, man. Shout out. You were probably a fan of China. Gamer Nerds Gale with a 2. Imagine Kazuya Mishima dancing on that stage. That would be insane. Legitimately. Cinefe with 8 months. Hypno. I'm supporting the Hypno Coffee Shop. What? Too bad it won't ever get past the B rating. Since when is there a Hypno Coffee Shop? What the fuck? Teflon Dong for 2 months says, like the stream Rossist. Shout out to Teflon Dong, man. 2 months. Thank you so much. Mr. Alex 789 with a 10 says, collective shout is also against women who have muscular bodybuilder or pro bodybuilder physiques being included in video games such as Inzoi made by Krafton, Tomb Raider, The Last of Us, and The Sims. What aren't they against? At this point, sincerely, what are they not against? Oh, I know what they're not against. Them losing, they don't want to lose any power. That's basically it. They're perfect. They're not against them having power. That's the only thing they're not against. Everything else they're against. It's crazy, man. Shout out to Mr. Alex. Thank you so much. And then Nexus Nocturne with a $2 banger says, can I get the repent?
You fuckers need to repent!
There you go, my good man. Thank you so much, Nexus Nocturne with the 2. I appreciate that, brother. Oh, yeah, they're not against cuties either. I forgot about that. Sorry, yeah. Collective shouts not against cuties. All right, guys, like the stream. We're going over to Rumble. We're going over to Rumble. Snooty Mims starting us off with a $20 banger over on
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
He says, hail, Hypnotic. Gina KO Disney without throwing a punch. Sweetie makes Soy's cry. Savvy the Savage taking down Urinalist. Are we back? Hail, Rumble. Chat of the champions. Shout out to fucking Snooty Mims, man. Thank you for always holding it down over there. Seriously. Thank you so much. Anti-Federalist Pain with a 5. Mafia is great, other than it crashing every 45 minutes. Fuck Unreal and De Novo. Were you really crashing every 45 minutes? I didn't have any problems. I didn't have any problems aside from the initial stuttering by using Unreal TSR, and then I switched to DLSS, and then it was fine from there. It was fine from there. Dragon with a 989 says, I'm doing a Herman Kane on you. Nice. Go for it. Go for it. Snooty Mims also gives not 1, but 2 Hypnotic memberships. Shout out to Snooty Mims over on Rumble. And then we got Clown 584 with a 2. This segment is brought to you by Hypnotic's new coffee. Mocha these nuts, coffee that saves lives. Shout out. Shout out to you, man. Snooty Mims also gives another membership. Shout out to Snooty Mims. And then Deadeye's Lock with $1. How many breakup songs does it take to reach the end of Swift's Rider's block grip? The Super Bowl. Booze may never end. Bro, she's terrible. And then we got Goon Gaming raiding the stream. Shout out to Goon Gaming. Thank you so much for the raid over on Rumble. Legend. And then Snooty Mims gives another membership and then another membership. God damn. And then Sir Loins with a $10 banger says, imagine giving money to gay-ass YouTube. It's insane, man. That's insane. Shout out to Sir Loins. Thank you so much, man. And again, appreciate the raid. Goon Gaming over on Rumble. Thank you so much, man. Fucking legend. All right, we are fully caught up. Am I not mistaken? Yeah, we are fully caught up. Thank you guys so much for the absolutely insane pre-stream legend support. We are already past tier 1, which is absolutely insane, and we are on the way to tier 2. Since I know there's some people watching, they like to take ideas. We are at we are trying to get to the 112th tier 2 stream in a row. So shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Let's get into the content, man. We're gonna start with the fast topics. And then we're gonna go from there. But before we do that, boys, I gotta show you the glorious picture, man. Made this in AI. This is glorious. Absolutely glorious. This is the product of our thumbnail today. This is the product of our thumbnail today, ladies and gentlemen. It's a glorious thing. This is and keep in mind, man, when females look like this in video games, just remember it's most likely a bug. Okay? It's most likely a bug. It's not something that is intentional whatsoever. It's a bug. It's a bug, right? It's a bug. Mansuka, that's actually a great name for it. I should have wrote that down. Mansuka. That would have been great. Looks better than in the game. Thank you. You can hire me today for the low price of, well, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Does she do leg days though? Come on, bro. You really think this specimen with this amount of muscle skips leg day? Have you ever seen somebody like that skip leg day look like this? Come on, man. Or it's easier to code in Unreal Engine 5. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I just wanted to share this picture. Glorious thumbnail. AI definitely put out some good stuff. Some good stuff. All right, let's share a funny video. Let's all lighten the mood a little bit from the last couple of days of nonstop censorship and content stealing. Let's showcase this clip that I saw from Libs of TikTok. I don't know if you guys saw this clip, but apparently it's like the mayor. It's like where is he from? Hold on, he's a mayor. Oh shit, I took the window down. Sorry, mayor of Texas. Right? Yeah. Arlington, Texas Mayor Jim Ross to a Christian preacher at an LGBTQ festival. I would fuck your old lady in the ass. Hold on, we gotta watch this. This shit is hilarious, man. Hold on. You don't want to see a gay mayor? Oh well, you're gonna see something even funnier than that.
You do. Not gonna happen. You punk motherfucker. Oh no, we come from Marty, bro. You don't think anal sex is good, do you? No, it's not the purpose. Have you ever fucked your old lady in the ass? Who would do that? I fucked your old lady in the ass. That's why you're here with him.
I have never seen a mayor advocate for anal as much as this man. Like, who the fuck goes around and asks someone if they like anal sex or not? It's kind of legitimately insane. I actually couldn't believe that this guy was the mayor of Arlington, Texas. But I mean, again, it is what it is. Anyway, it gets better.
Hey, shut your ass! Hey, shut your ass, you little piece of shit! You want to talk shit? Where are you from? These people are out here having a good fucking time, enjoying life. They don't come to your stupid redneck church and fucking talk shit. You come out here, you pussy motherfucker. Shut fuck you, pussy. Hey, what the fuck you want to do?
This guy is very angry. Like, why are you so angry, bro? Why are you so angry? I mean, it's actually pretty insane. I think that what we have here is someone who obviously is very drunk, right? I think he is the prime example of what it means to be an angry drunk. This is definitely an angry drunk. And the simple truth is that, listen, people protest all the fucking time. You got church people protesting LGBTQ parades. You got LGBTQ people protesting over at multiple different religious events. It happens all the fucking time. But to come out here and be like, I fucked your old lady in the ass. Like, bro, are you a mayor? How the fuck are you a mayor, bro? Yeah, I agree with this. This is a crazy timeline, bro. Crazy timeline that we live in. Insane. What's up, Mr. fucking Rouge? How are you doing, brother? I hope you are well. You just joined us on an interesting moment in time. Humans are going to kill themselves off from stupidity confirmed. I would probably say that's true. Yeah, same here. Exactly, Carl. Like, I don't mind protesting the LGBTQ parades. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. That's fine. But goddamn, bro, this guy's taking it to a whole nother level, my guy. But anyway, it's fine. It's fine. It is what it is. I just thought it was really funny. I blame Harambe's death. It sent us down this timeline. Probably. Can't believe this guy's a mayor. Me either, to be honest with you. I really can't. I can't. All right, let's continue. Next fast topic. We got to cover. We're going to talk about. Hold on. Let me make sure all of this is just together. Okay, here we go. So we got Asuka. So okay, this shit's hilarious, boys. I need you guys to really tell me what you think here. I need everybody to tell me what you think here, because this shit blew my mind. You know, I saw this post from my boy Mike Hollow. Mike Hollow, shout out to you, brother. I saw this on he had retweeted it, and I was like, what's this? And then I realized what he's talking about, and I'm like, wait, what? Like, wait, they're actually gonna fix it? So if you guys are unaware, in Tekken, the female characters, a lot of them were looking like hardcore dudes in their bathing suit skins. You can kind of see here, if I make this smaller, hold on. If I make this smaller and press play, okay, there we go. So you see how buff she looks here? Like fucking monstrosity. A lot of the female characters looked like this. They look like they could bench press like everyone in this chat. Their boobs were all super small. Like basically just they transed pretty much a lot of the women. Their neck was like almost non-existent because their shoulders were so fucking big, right? And now we have if we press play on the GIF, we got something closer to what they're trying to do, right? So this is the fixed version where they feminized her a lot more, made the boobs bigger, made the shoulders way smaller, gave her an actual neck, right? So they fixed it, right? So a lot of people were thinking that they they reversed back on ideology or something like that. But apparently, according to Katsuhiro, it was just a bug. It was just a bug. That's it. That's all it was. He says, tweaking now, also fixing a bug where character proportions, like Asuka's and others, are being incorrectly compiled with the same values. Hoping to get that sorted in the next patch. ... I gotta ask you guys, what are we thinking here? Are we really believing this shit was a bug? Come on, bro. All of them? Like, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. And then it's so funny that he makes this post about the manly proportions being a bug, and at the same time showcases his artwork of a very feminine new character. You know what I mean? Looking gorgeous. So I don't know. It just seems a little bit strange to me. Some people were believing him, right? Some people were not. You got Day One Patch Kids saying great work. Thanks for listening to fans taking action. Again, I don't think he was listening to fans if he's trying to say it's a bug. If he's saying it's a bug, that means he was going to fix it regardless of what the fans said. So that's why I don't believe it's a bug if we're talking about listening to fans now at this point. Thanks for not giving into political pressure and making games beautiful. Again, if it's a bug, he didn't do anything other than fix a bug. This is the problem with that narrative of like, oh, it's a bug, because then at that point, it's hard to believe that they're doing anything to actually make things right by fans. If fans were complaining like crazy, none of this would matter anyway because it was going to get fixed regardless. It just seems It seems to me as this is a way for them to go back and reverse perhaps something that was an intentionally done thing, just so they could score, not actually score brownie points. It's more about saving face, because that way they could say, well, these woke models were never actually intended and they were a bug. And then they could go back on them without the wokies losing their fucking mind, acting as if they lost something to them, But in any case, interesting. So men and women don't have the same proportions. Damn, I had no idea that men and women are physically and chemically different. Neither did I. I thought we were the same. That's what they're telling me anyway. We need a new science called, I don't know, biological sciences, too wordy. How about biology? Jokes aside, don't forget to make the necks longer. Yeah, it's weird that they have like no fucking necks, bro. In any case, people are excited for this and people are happy about this. And the women of Tekken have been saved. You can think it's a bug. You can think it's not a bug. You can think fan feedback and criticism and complaining got the job done. Whatever you may think, at the end of the day, it got fixed and people are happy about that. So that's basically it. Just wanted to share that for people. Bro, it's the most asinine tweet I've ever read. I mean, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying it's one of those things, bro, where I don't believe it for a second, but at the end of the day, it's fixed, it's done. Let's move on. And you pay attention to the future and see what updates they do and see if they try to do it again. I don't understand how something like that can bug, but anyway, I'm not a game developer, so what do I know? All right, like the stream, we're gonna keep going. We got hold on. So we got Diablo's a big story. Horizon's a big story. Grand Theft Auto, really quick update. Grand Theft Auto hit another milestone. The series as a whole has officially sold over 455 million copies, which is a disgusting number. Absolutely insane number. I can't even fathom that number. Almost 500 million copies sold for a series is fucking nuts. So I just wanted to share that with you, because in another story about Grand Theft Auto, we have a discussion about the price. And what do you know? What do you know? We have another situation where we have a Borderlands situation happening. So you guys remember when the CEO of Borderlands decided to drag out this entire conversation about what the price for Borderlands 4 was going to be? Right? How everybody thought it was going to be $80 because the guy kept defending the idea of $80. And he said, if you're a real fan, you'll find a way to afford it. Remember that? Remember that whole debacle, right? Well, apparently people were trying to do the same thing with the Take-Two CEO. And the Take-Two CEO must have been trained by the same PR team that the Borderlands CEO was trained by. Because now we have a very similar response where they're basically trying to dodge the question to the best of their ability. And I think the reason why they're doing this is because I think we might have a little bit of a rug pull on our hands. I think they realized, or maybe they think to themselves, that this is a way to make them look like the good guy. If everybody thinks your game's going to be $80 and it ends up releasing at $70 for the standard edition, everybody suddenly looks like a hero, right? That's basically what's going on here. So Take-Two CEO dodges the question on GTA 6 costing $80 or more, and says that it will supposedly have a fair price. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it'll have a fair price. Grand Theft Auto is going to have a fair price. We promise you. We've never done you wrong, right? We've never done you wrong. Anyway, Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick has said that GTA 6 will have a fair price when the game releases in 2026. Following a question from Variety ahead of Take-Two's recent quarterly earnings report, the outlet asked Take-Two boss Strauss Zelnick about $80 games and what that means for GTA 6. According to Zelnick, that announcement will come from Rockstar Games, the developer behind GTA 6, in due time. I think they're going to announce the price of the game 3 months or less before the game comes out. That's me personally. I think they're going to announce it 3 months or less. We'll see. We'll see from there. They want to give enough time for people to get ready, but they also don't want to give enough time for people to think on it, right? So I think 3 months or 2 months will be the number. According to Zelnick, that announcement will come from Rockstar. Our goal always is to deliver more value than what we charge. So we've had variable pricing at the company forever. As you know, the approach of the industry is to launch at a premium price, sometimes with special editions, and over time, typically to reduce the price to enhance the overall size of the market. We do the very same thing. I think probably more than most. We're highly focused on making sure that the experience is great, not just because the game itself is great, but also because consumers have paid a fair price for it, Zelnick said. So to put it bluntly, Zelnick dodged the question pretty perfectly. Hurrah for training, diverting the question from the actual price point to the value awarded to customers. Frankly, I find it hard to believe that GTA 6 won't release at $80. Nintendo has already gotten the accolade for being the first publisher to make that plunge. And while Microsoft recently pulled back on their price increases, Take-Two won't want to miss out on another 14% increase, especially for a game like Grand Theft Auto that is going to sell at that price point regardless. And I agree with that. I honestly, I do agree with that. Like, I know people hate the idea of an $80, $90, $100 Grand Theft Auto, but to be honest with you, the Grand Theft Auto's main fan base have already said they'll pay whatever for it. They really don't give a fuck. They'll pay whatever for it. And it's sad, but it's true. It's sad, but it's true. So at this point, I think Grand Theft Auto will probably be more than $80. I don't think it's going to be $80, and they might do the whole Borderlands thing and shockingly release at 70 to try to look like the hero and then charge you for a super duper deluxe. So what is it called? What is it called? Like super duper deluxe? You got a deluxe edition and then you got a super deluxe edition, right? They're gonna fucking come out at $70 and be like, here's the super duper deluxe. And it's only $160. That's what they're gonna do. I swear, man. So we'll see what ends up happening with Grand Theft Auto. But as of right now, considering the CEO is dodging questions about it, that obviously doesn't make it look good, right? That doesn't make it look good. We'll see what happens with that. Yeah, they could charge 100. People will pay. Yeah, I agree. They definitely will. 100%. Okay, let's get into the next topic really quick. So we got some Battlefield 6 news. Now, for those of you playing Battlefield 6, let me know in the chat if you've experienced any cheaters. Let me know. Because apparently there are some cheats that are out there that I've seen videos of, which is crazy. But Battlefield 6 anti-cheat system has supposedly already stopped 330,000 attempts to cheat in the open and beta, but players are still calling out wall hackers who slip through, the process. Like some kind of bat signal for FPS players who like to ruin the fun. The Battlefield 6 open beta's popularity has already attracted a number of cheaters, which, by the way, what did the number go up or did it stay the same? Let's see. Battlefield 6 open beta. Let's see the numbers. So currently right now, the all-time peak stayed at 334,549, but there is 630 players playing right now on Steam. 252,000 players playing on Steam right now. Crazy numbers, especially for an open beta. Players have found evidence of people using wall hacks to easily track enemies no matter where they go. And it's happening despite EA's kernel-level anti-cheat Javelin that is surprisingly picky about what kind of PC it'll run on. According to a post by EA's anti-cheat system, Secure Boot is not and was not intended to be a silver bullet, and the system needs a constant feed of new data to keep up with different kinds of hacks people deploy. But that doesn't mean the cheaters are getting away clean. In the last 40-something hours since the open beta, Javelin has prevented 330,000 attempts to cheat or tamper with anti-cheat controls. EA says it added that the accounts are confirmed to be cheating are actively being removed from the beta by the Battlefield Positive Play Team. God, that just sounds gay. Battlefield Positive Play Team. Oh, it's so cringe. These people sincerely try to come up with like these weird names for their I don't know, their initiatives or whatever. It's just so weird. Anyway, anti-cheat isn't a one and done. It's an ever evolving battlefield. And what has worked for us previously or in different games doesn't always work in all of them. The anti-cheat team said, urging players to keep reporting anyone they suspect is playing unfairly. 300K players and 300K attempted cheats. Everyone is cheating. That's to assume that one person per cheat. That's not true, right? You have multiple accounts that will try to cheat that are all the same person. Multiple bot accounts. Yeah, exactly. Positive Play Team, bro. It's like, the fuck is Positive Play Team? The Bully Hunters. Yeah, guys, you remember the Bully Hunters? Remember how that worked out? Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Anyway, so I just wanted to share this with you. Unfortunately, cheating is still a thing, and it's always going to be a thing. If you try to play a first-person shooter online, you're gonna have to deal with cheating. Some are better than others, but the more popular a game is, the more cheaters it's gonna have. I feel like that's pretty obvious, right? Okay. Let's hold on. Last fast topic. Last fast topic. I was gonna make this a main topic, but you know what? Fuck him. Fuck him. We got another studio closure, ladies and gentlemen. Less than only 2 months after releasing Tron: The Catalyst, developer Bithell Games lays off the majority of their full-time staff. Studio boss Mike Bithell said that the team was unable to land a new larger scale project to work on. Now, here's the interesting thing about this situation, okay? This particular paragraph has very interesting information, and it basically confirms everything that I've been personally saying about why these studios are now suddenly closing in 2025. Why didn't they close in 24? Why didn't they close in 23? Why didn't they fire all these people for the last 5 years? They've been doing the same shit. They've been doing literally the same shit, flop after flop after flop. Well, the reason why is because these studios were able to subsidize a lot easier due to government funding. Everybody knows this. It's so fucking obvious, right? Because now you have 2025, government funding starts to pretty much go away for the most part, with the US aid money getting completely cut off. And now all of a sudden, look at this paragraph here. It became clear leading up to the release of our most recent game that we were not immune to the challenges faced by many game development teams seeking funding partners in 2024 and 2025. Bithell wrote on Blue Sky, "We've fortunately been able to communicate these challenges ahead of time and work with the affected staff to ease departures as much as possible via severance packages." So they openly admitted themselves they cannot find funding partners. All these studios that were surviving off of funding from something else other than their own success, this funding has become damn near impossible to get in the year of 2025. And then you all got to wonder why. Why is that? Why now? Why all of a sudden you can't get any funding now? It's because a lot of that money has run dry. And even if they weren't getting direct money from the government, I would guarantee you the funding partners that they did have were probably getting money from the government at some point in time. They were passing off the money they were getting pretty much scot-free to these development studios to keep them alive for as long as possible, even though their games were all failing. Right? This game, I don't even know. Did this game come out on Steam? What the fuck is this game? Let's see. Bithell Games, Tron Catalyst. Let's look it up. Tron Catalyst. Okay, let's see. Bro. I have no words. I have, bro. I have no words. Legitimately, I'm just gonna drink water really quick. I have no words. Gee, I wonder why your studio is closing. I wonder. Well, let me rephrase. Let me speak. Let me speak proper. I wonder why everybody got fired. Bro, how many copies of the game did you sell? 5,000? I doubt it. 56 peak, bro. You got beat by Dustborn, my guy. How the fuck does Tron, like, is this a multiplayer game? Who is he playing with? How is it that Tron got beat out by Dustborn? Dustborn, bro. Bro, there's more people playing Dustborn. Tron, like, you have a literal legacy IP behind you, and you're getting beaten by Dustborn? How is this even remotely possible? Is beyond me. What the fuck is this? What is this? Honestly, I can't. Even Dustborn has an estimated copy sold of like 7 to 41,000. 0 people watching right now. How is this even remotely possible? Zero. Yeah, I think it's safe to say, guys, that this particular studio deserves to fire everybody, that they absolutely deserve to be shut down. I don't see the reason to subsidize them any further. They literally have a legacy IP known as Tron that can, it could definitely sell pretty well if you do the right thing. But to be honest with you, they clearly didn't. I don't know what the fuck they did with this game to make people not want to play it. What is this? What is this, like an XCOM style Tron game? Like what is this? How do you do worse than Dustborn? This is legitimately insane. There's not even enough reviews for them to gain an emoji. They got a question mark next to it. 68.07% positive rated over on Steam. It's crazy, bro. You know what? I'm curious. Now I'm going down the rabbit hole that I didn't even go down before. Hold on. Tron Catalyst review. Did anybody review this? Oh, why am I not surprised? Guess what IGN gave this game? Guess what IGN gave this game that has one person playing it right now? And guess who reviewed it? 7 out of 10. Not only that, they also had it be reviewed by the same person who reviewed Dragon Age the Veilguard, bro. That's the same fucking person who reviewed Dragon Age the Veilguard. It's the dude in cosplay. The dude in female cosplay. Tron the Catalyst completely gets the job done as an action game, but it's really more than just good. Bro, what? This is crazy. Hold on, wait, I got more. Who else reviewed this? Bro, this chivalry is through the roof. This has to be a woke game. It has to be. I haven't seen any screenshots or anything. I don't know anything about gameplay for this game, but looking at the people who were reviewing this game and looking at the scores that they gave this game, it has to be a woke game. There's no other way. Eurogamer gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. A 4 out of 5 stars. A smart and inventive RPG light and a worthy entry into the Tron canon. How is it going to be an entry into the Tron canon? Nobody even played it. Nobody even knows. What the fuck is this, bro? I guarantee you, if I look at the trailer, this shit is probably woke as hell. How much do you want to bet? Let me see if this plays. Hold.
I think you know more than you're saying. Unlucky for you, you survived the explosion.
What the hell?
If you de-res me, I'll just go again.
Bro, what is it with this modernity? Oh, shout out to Clippy. What is this, bro, with this modernity stage? What the fuck is this? Why is her hair glowing? What the fuck? What was up with the dude, too, bro? What the fuck? He looks terrible. Bro, what is this? Why would I... Next Griffcast game? You guys are crazy. I'm good. I'm good.
Normal programs don't survive what you've been through. So I'm thinking you might...
Tron deserves so much better than this.
The data you're hiding, the things you know, they have value.
I'll stop you.
With what army? Because that's what it'll take once I'm where I deserve to be.
Whoa. What the fuck is this, bro? What the Oh my god, man. I can't. I legitimately can't, bro. What? Tron deserves so much better than this. Tron sincerely deserves so much better than this. Now I can see why. Bro, what is with that? What is with that nose? Look at the size of the nose, man. That shit looks like a goddamn excavator. What are you gonna do? Go digging for fucking relics? What is that? What? How? Who made these characters?
I'm not done.
Bro, this shit. You know what, bro? Yeah, nah, you guys are good. You guys absolutely deserve to be shut down. Absolutely deserve to be shut down. How is it that you have the Disney, bro? You got Disney Tron, right? I want people to understand really quick. This was supposed to be a fast topic, but I guess it's not going to be. You have Disney Tron. You got the word Disney behind you, right? You got the word Disney behind you. That's got to be worth at least more than one player, at least more than Dustborn. Even Star Wars Outlaws managed to get a few thousand players. Like, you got Disney behind you, and you're losing to Dustborn. Every black female character here has the Killmonger fade. Every white character that's male has lipstick on and looks like a trans person. How do we? I don't know, bro. When Disney says they donate money to DEI initiatives, this is what they mean. This is what they mean. They give money to these studios, and they were like, hey, make the game you want to make. Let's make sure it's ultra diverse so that it makes us look good, so that we can run stories about it. But let's not talk about how many players it has. You know, we're not actually trying to make a game that people are going to want to play. No, that's crazy. Shout out to the lone warrior that's out there playing this game right now. Most likely a developer. Shout out to the 4 people that played this within the last 24 hours. That's fantastic. Congratulations. This is wild, bro. This is wild. I am blown away. Seriously, blown away. All right. That we stood on that a little bit longer because I was so fucking curious, man. I was so curious. Hold on. Out of curiosity, let me check one more review. The Gamer gave it a positive review. Everybody gave this game a positive review. Nintendo Life gave it a 5 out of 10. Why am I not surprised about that? Why am I not surprised? All right, let's catch up on super chats, and then we're going to get into the main topics of the evening. So let's catch up. I don't think we hit tier 2 quite yet, but I know we're getting close. We're getting close. Where are we at? We got, scroll down, Mr. Alex. It's official. Collective Shout is now targeted Grand Theft Auto 6, Duke Nukem, and also they're going after movies such as Band of Brothers. Really? Is it official that they're going after? Hold on. Let me see if I could bring that up, because I'll cover that. I'll put that in my main. I'll put that in my video today if they're going to be doing that. Collective Shout. Let's see. Let me go to their. Let me go to their thing. Oh, aren't they protected? They're protected, right? Yep, they're protected. I can't actually see their post. Fucking pussies. That's all right. Whatever. GTA 6 Collective Shout. Let me see if I find anything. Let me see. Oh, Pirate Nation says they will likely target GTA 6. Yep, I see it. Nothing official yet, though. Nothing official. I'll wait. They'll show their faces soon, I'm sure. Thank you so much, though. I appreciate it. We got Dragon with a $20
My
bet.
hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
Shout out to Dragon with the $20 banger. Wait, what? What is this? Oh, I just saw a funny. This female gamer can't watch Band of Brothers anymore. This female gamer. Dragon with 20, bruh. It was all a bug. Blame it on Unreal 5. X'd out on that one. Yeah, I don't believe it. I don't believe Asuka being fucking, the Hulk was a bug. I don't believe that at all. Thank you for the 20, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Secret Final Boss with a 5. I haven't been on much this week. Current developments have left me feeling discouraged. Oh, man. I'm sorry. Don't feel discouraged, man. Come hang out with us. Have fun with us. We appreciate you, man. No worries. If anything, just log off, take a breather, go out, come back when you're ready, like you did. It's all good. We'll be here. We will be here. Mr. Alex with a fine. Collective Shouts also targeting Grand Theft Auto 6 and Duke Nukem for censorship as well. Wants Steam to remove them. Did you donate that twice? You did donate that twice. Oh, shit. You didn't have to do that, bro. You didn't have to do that. Vardamus with a 5. Female voice, male body. That says it all. Facts. Facts, exactly. Like, that game was just weird, bro. I'm surprised I never heard of it before. Vet Gamer Bocephus with a 2. The music had a good beat. Well, I mean, the music is very hard to wokeify. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why a lot of these games tend to have decent music. But everything else, well, that's up for grabs. Let me go check Rumble really quick. Rumble, you awake? Let's see. Rumble. Let's see. Rumble, where are we at? Deadeye's Lock with $1. Hypno's waifu battle idea is being stolen more times than Atreya is getting caught gooning on SNH. This sad but true, man. Sad but true. But you know what? Listen, I at the end of the day, man, there's one very key component that a lot of these channels that take my waifu battle will never have. And I'm not even going to bother saying what it is. But there's one key component they will never have. And by the way, they all do it very wrong. They all do it very wrong. It's very clear what their, what their waifu battles are for. You know, our waifu battles are meant to be fun. That's what our waifu battles are for. They're meant to be fun. They're meant to be exciting, which is why they happen at the end of the show for a few minutes. But everybody else is doing it for the entire show. It's like, what the fuck is the fun of that? What are you, you're watching someone fight for 2 hours? That's not fun. I want to see you beat each other up. You know? But, hey, listen. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. What am I going to do, bro? I try to be as original as possible when I do my content. I always focus on what I can do. That's the best I could really do. I've had people take all kinds of shit from my streams over the past, I would say year or so. Even down to the terms that I use. You know what I mean? Like a year or two ago, 2 years ago, I started I created tier goals and shit. And then all of a sudden, 6 months to a year after that, everybody's got tier goals. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess. Whatever. And it's just, anyway, it just is what it is, bro. It is. I don't say anything because at the end of the day, bro, if you're copying me, then I feel like I must be doing something right. You know what I mean? Like I must be doing something right if you're copying me. That's how I see it. But the waifu battle, especially, that's the one thing that I've been doing for the longest time. Everybody knows how, well, not everybody, but everybody knows how it originated here. It started with Tifa 2's, a cleanser, Tifa cleanser that turned into the waifu battle. I ended up turning it into the waifu battle after the Tifa 2's because people liked it so much. And I thought of it. I was like, let me see what would happen if people, if Tifa fights against something else. And that's just what it is. That's how it ended up becoming a thing. You blame Smash. I do find it ironic that when Smash JT stole the waifu battle for that one night, all of a sudden I started seeing waifu battles pop up. I guess people were waiting for someone else to do it before thinking they could do it. I mean, I have no idea. But again, it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, I would figure that people, I'd be like, damn, I would figure that people would talk to me about it first before stealing it. But then I remember, oh, this is YouTube. Yeah, that's not going to happen. People are just going to steal it and then make up an excuse as to, why it got stolen or call it something else. I'm like, all right, whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. At least they could give you. No, they did. They do. They'll say, I got the idea from Hypnotic and shit. It's like, yeah, but it's kind of my thing, bro. You can't come up with something else that's wholly original. I guess not. But it is what it is. Anyway, I really don't fucking care. I thought about it the other day, and I'm like I said, for me personally, when it comes to the waifu battle, people can copy it all they want. People could take the idea all they want, but at the end of the day, you don't have me. That might sound cocky. I feel like I've earned the right to be like that. I really don't give a fuck. Because I love the waifu battle. I have so much fun doing the waifu battle. Every single fucking night. 7 days a week. Well, not 7 days a week. 6 days a week. Saturday, we don't do the waifu battle. But at the end of the day, waifu battle is our thing. So, often imitated, never duplicated. Correct. Often imitated, never duplicated. Much love to everybody out there, though, who is using the waifu battle. It is what it is. I get it, man. I get it. This under 100,000 subscriber channel is coming up with ideas that, I guess people think are good. I have no idea. Again, man, I spent so much time thinking about it yesterday, and at the end of the day, I thought to myself, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Just remember and keep in mind, I'm going to be changing up some clips. I'm going to be changing up some things related to the waifu battle and outside the waifu battle. I'm going to be changing up some things that will be a little bit trollish, but at least people will understand where the home of the real waifu battle's at. Everybody will understand that this is where it came from, right? So it is what it is. Home of the waifu battle. Where are we at? Imitation is the best form of flattery. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's the laziest form of flattery. That's what that is. The Mervault says for it too. So you're saying I could copy your channel? Go for it, man. Go for it. Do your thing. Do what you got to do. Listen, everybody gets ideas from everyone, right? Everybody gets ideas for everyone and tries to, and you could take that and try to make something new. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But when it's something that's so blatantly obvious, it's like, okay, well, I mean, there's that. If there's that, in any case, let's see. Where are we at? BioT Wolf, what a 2. Hypnocast, the true home of the waifu battle. Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Let's try to have a banger waifu battle today. Actually, let's Trooper says, bro, this is the best channel to unwind at the end of the night. Of course, they steal and farm the waifu battle. I mean, hey, listen, people don't understand that the reason why the waifu battle is successful and the reason why the waifu battle makes a lot of money, because I know that's what it's about, right? I mean, that's obvious, right? Everybody knows that. So the reason why people don't understand why the waifu battle is so successful is because of how fun it is. Because like the fact that it started off as a fun thing and it still is a fun thing even now, right? It's about fun. We've had waifu battles that have been fought for $60. We've had waifu battles that have been fought for $2,500+. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but at the end of the day, we still do them and we have the same energy no matter what every single time without fail. Because I don't know about you guys, but I love doing the waifu battle. I think it's hilarious. I think it's so much fun. So it is what it is, man. You got to create fun. That's why when people ask me questions, they're like, "Hey, how do you do this? How do you do that?" The first thing I tell people in messages all the time is entertain your audience. Entertain your audience. Focus on how you can make it fun and interesting, and the money will come. That's just how it goes. Just make it fun and interesting. That's how business is. Make it fun and interesting. Make it something exciting, and they'll reward you. I feel like that's how it goes. And you also have to kind of have the personality to match that too. You kind of have to make it engaging, make it fun, get it hype. You know what I mean? Sometimes you guys know I surprise you with like weird different things. You know what I mean? I surprise you with like weird. Sometimes I do like triple threat matches. You know what I mean? But anyway, I don't want to harp on it too much because again, I don't hate anybody. I really don't care enough. That's the thing. I don't hate anybody. Do I find it annoying? Yes, absolutely, of course. And I know there's going to be a lot of like gaslighting and cope and like, well, it's not original, you know. But hey, at the end of the day, bro, you could say my idea wasn't original. You could say my idea wasn't original. You could say I'm not the first one to come up with it. But guess what? People weren't copying other people. People weren't copying other people. People were copying me. So you could say, you know, waifu battles existed in the past. And guess what? They did to some extent. But the way that I do it, oh no. Oh no, no, no. That's me, boy. Anyway, it is what it is. All right, boys, let's get into it. Oh shit. Wait, a lot of super chats came in. What the fuck? Hold on. Fuck. We got Mervoth with a 2. I await for a husbando battle from Savvy. Bro. The husbando battle is something that somebody should do. Like, I'm not doing a husbando battle. I think that you should do the husbando battle. Somebody should do the husbando battle. Michael T with a 5. Sonya should do the husbando battle. I think Sonya should do that. I think Sonya should do that. The husbando battle. Make it happen. Make it happen. Michael T with a 5. Waifu battle. Vote for Dalsim. Bro, that picture is burned in my mind. It's terrible. Masato with a 199. Hypno's waifu equals Tupac to cheap copy. Equals Will Smith. Yo. That's crazy. Shout out to Masato. Demon Mage with a 199. It's pretty much your thing, like your trademark. Yeah, I mean, everybody knows that. Everybody knows that, which is why, again, people try to get ahead of it by admitting, like, okay, we got this from Hypnotic, right? People try to get ahead of that. That way they feel like the backlash for taking it will be less. At least that's how I see it. But again, at the end of the day, it's like, it is whatever. It is what it is. It is what you got to do it anyway. So just do it. Just do it. Don't even bother mentioning me at that point. Just fucking do it. Matthew Buckley for 11 months. Dude, battle often, battle on. Always, man. Always. Always, always, always. Cyber Rider 499. Can we have a husbando battle at least once? Sephiroth and Cloud are goon material plus steel cage waifu battle. No! This isn't a gay channel. You gotta Sonya will have the husbando battle. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Everybody keeps asking for Soud versus Soud. Oh my god. Cloud versus Sephiroth. Everybody keeps asking for that. All the time. Tifa Lockhart for 189. Who is Optimus Prime's sister? Amazon Prime. Bro, stop. Stop, bro. Stop. Oh my god, bro. Stop. Stop. Wow. That was terrible. That was bad. That was bad. We got Rumble. Anti-Federalist paying with $1 as a shareholder in Take Two. I am currently voting for the director, and Zelnick denied. Nice, dude. Good job. Anti-Federalist paying got stock in damn near everything. We got Sirloins with $1. 2025, the year of diversity layoffs. To be fair, 2024 was also the year of diversity layoffs. It was over 24,000 layoffs in 2024. So to be fair, Nvidia's with a 2. It's true. It's the truth, man. Meme reference. Facts. Deadeye's Lock with $1. Collective Gout have higher extortion crime rate than SBI. Oh, they're like a Super Saiyan SBI. Anti-Federalist paying with $1. Your channel's consistently fun. I could go to other channels to get gaming news. But if I want to enjoy getting gaming news, I come here. Come for the news, stay for the boobies. Waifu battle. Hey, like I said, man, I try to just make it fun. That's what it is, bro. Money's great. Obviously, everybody knows that. Money's fantastic. Money makes the world go round. Money keeps the business going. Everybody knows that. Like, I've never hidden that. It's fantastic. But at the end of the day, I don't have sponsors. Never once have ever taken a sponsor. I don't have a fucking subscription service or anything like. I have nothing. All I have is fan support and ad revenue. And ad revenue is fucking nothing, bro. So it's like that's all I have. I have never had a sponsor. I will never take a sponsor. the other day I reviewed what was it? I reviewed the game Dead Take, right? And I was very honest about Dead Take, right? And I said at the beginning of that review that I was offered the game for free. I was offered Dead Take for free to review, and I said no. I'm good. I'll buy the game. And Abu Bakar said, okay, no problem. All good. I just wanted to offer it to you. I was like, no, I'm good. Right. I don't think he was offering it maliciously. It's just for me, like, I'm not gonna take the free copy. I just bought the game and reviewed it myself. That's it. So I'm not gonna take sponsors. No shade against anybody who does. I know a lot of people do YouTube to eventually get sponsors, but that's just not how I am. Justin with a 20 banger over on Rumble, a purple.
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
He says, idea for the nights that are normally slow and let waifus take an extra day of rest. Who would win in a fight from characters in anime and comics? Goku versus Superman, Wolverine versus Kisuke, Urahara. So again, for me, it's like the waifu battle was always like, that's what I like doing. That's something that I personally evolved over time. For the last 2 years, I've been evolving the waifu battle. I never really wanted to delve into anything else, like versus this, versus that. It was never something that I wanted to delve into. I always figured somebody else was going to eventually pick that up and go do that, or whatever the case may be. That's what I've always done. Have I talked about Trump's executive order on banks? Nope, that's coming up. We're kind of just talking with the chat right now. But thank you, Justin, for the 20, man. Seriously, I appreciate that. That's crazy. Mighty Megatron with a 2. Where's the wepa emote? It's with Ricky Martin. Anti-Federalist Pain with a 1 membership. Shout out to you. Sir Loins with a 5. Just keep it real like you do. That's why I'm here. Thank you, Sir Loins. I appreciate that. Mighty Megatron with a 2. Damn gay tube and their lame jokes. Here's 1. Why did God create women? To carry... Wow. To carry how do I want to say this? What's friendly? To carry male offspring from the bedroom to the toilet. There you go. Holy shit, man. Fucking Mighty Megatron is insane. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. We're at tier 2. We're at tier 2. God damn, bro. Oh man, that's insane. Shout out to all you guys, man. We hit tier 2 for the 111th stream in a row. Thank you guys so much. And also shout out to Jay Viper for rating me, man. I didn't realize that Jay Viper rated me. I must have missed that. My bad, Jay Viper. I apologize. Thank you so much, man. Guys, you guys are amazing. Sincerely. You guys are sincerely amazing. I really appreciate it. We lost 1 subscriber, so somebody must not have been happy about what I was saying earlier, but you know what? That's okay. They'll be replaced in about 30 seconds. So shout out to whoever unsubscribed when I was talking about the waifu battle. Thank you guys again for the tier 2. That's insane. Where are we at? We got Vardamis with a 510. Says, can we at least see some comic book based waifu battles like Starfire versus Catwoman? Catwoman has been in the waifu battle. Catwoman. Oh, we just gained a subscriber again. Catwoman was in the waifu battle. I don't know if Starfire was ever in the waifu battle. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if Starfire was ever in there. But we do comic book waifus. We do video game, comic book, and anime waifus. Beautiful Zaxa with a 5 plus your personality makes the waifu battle more entertaining. Imagine a boring monotone YouTuber who is doing the waifu battle. I mean, hey. It is what it is, man. Some people like to have fun. Some people like to use spreadsheets. Trooper with a 10. They won't get the formula right. It's all about throwing cheers, the lore, and subscribers that make the channel. They can't copy the moment a Red Boy drops for an upset during the countdown clock. Oh, they will. It's only a matter of time. They will. But I appreciate what you're saying, man. I agree. Vet Gamer with a 5. I won't copy the waifu battle, but I do play Redhead Hottie on my shows. I come here for the battle. Shout out to Vet Gamer, man. Hey, do whatever you want, bro. Like I said, no hatred to people who openly copy my waifu battle. I think it's a little cringe. I've said, and by the way, in case people get offended, I've said this to Smash. Okay, he could verify. I've said this to Kata. I've said this to Atreus, right, with their cosplay queens. I've said it to everybody. I don't hold back with anybody, friends or not friends. It doesn't matter. I've told everybody, like, you copied my waifu battle. It's kind of fucking cringe, right? But you know, at the end of the day, I can't stop you. You're a grown ass adult. You want to copy my waifu battle? Go for it. Have fun. Do your thing. Good luck. That's all I'm gonna say. Cyber Rider with a 4.99 show up for Hypno. Stay for the real waifu battle. Am I redeemed now? When were you not redeemed? What? I don't. When were you in trouble? We got the Mervoth with a 2. JDA would do furry battle. Hey, go ahead. Go ahead. Have fun. Ryan with a 2, just saying Rumi from K-pop Demon Hunter is bae. You would. You absolutely would. Justin with 6 months says hopped on YouTube to confirm I still had a subscription. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, let's see. Where are we at? Okay. We are fully caught up. Damn, man, we were talking for a while, but that's okay. I was having fun talking to you guys. It's good to just talk to you guys sometimes. Let's see. Let's begin with some interesting news. We are going to start with Collective Shout. Let me organize everything really quick. I'm going to organize every little thing regarding Collective Shout and the executive order from President Trump. Talk about all of that. This is going to be interesting stuff, boys. This is going to be interesting stuff. We got some people who are out here trying to defend Collective Shout. All kinds of nonsense. Sirloins for $1 and Rumble says JDA lives in a petting zoo. Yo, that's insane, bro. That's insane. I can't believe people still talk about that guy. I haven't talked about him in forever. Here we go. All right. It always starts off good. All right, this video is going to be about Collective Shout. And it's going to be covering basically this particular creature that wanted for some reason to, you know, I guess they didn't want to miss an opportunity to be one of the people to be like, oh yeah, I stand with Collective Shout. This is like Collective Shout is going to be the new George Floyd, where everybody's going to pretend to stand with them and then get absolutely fucking ripped off and all that from them. But anyway, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Trump's executive order, which is very important. We got some Madam Savvy posts as well. We got some Haley posts as well. Actually, let me put that over here. And we got some Chibi reviews as well. Shout out to Chibi reviews. I'm glad your surgery went well. Crazy shit that's going down. Let me take the ears off. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about a couple of things. A lot of you guys have been asking me to cover the situation with Trump's executive order. You guys want me to talk about that particular order that had to do with essentially debanking in the United States for political and religious beliefs. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to be talking about this particular preacher or whatever, this person who says that they're basically trying to stand with Collective Shout. They believe Collective Shout to be doing amazing work for the people, right? And they think that Collective Shout is currently being harassed, doxxed, and all of that stuff by men and boys, right? So this person who goes by the name of Rain, #free Afghan women, apparently says that the women responsible for removing the R-word video games from Steam are being harassed and doxxed by men and boys. Now, obviously, this is one big, massive lie. This is somebody who clearly is trying to misrepresent the situation, is being extremely disingenuous, is most likely a hardcore activist, right? You can kind of tell by their profile. They're not exactly on the side of anybody other than themselves. Look at the bottom there. It says lesbian misandrist. Why would I not be surprised that a lesbian misandrist is going to be siding with Collective Shout? I feel like that's so obvious at this point. But in any case, so they made this post and it got a decent amount of views, but it also got a lot of hate as well. Savvy ended up putting an amazing post right under her and says, harassed, and it's asking them why they label me as a man on their website, or how bullying a bakery for text on a shirt, best buns in town, stops child R-word in the UK by illegals. No one has doxed them. They provide all info publicly on their websites. Now, keep in mind, guys, when I've talked about Collective Shout in the past, and talked about how they say that everybody's doxing them, everybody's going after them and sharing their information publicly, I want to make it very clear, like I did in other videos, anytime somebody has talked about their name, their picture, or whatever, these people have all of that information on their websites readily available. We've talked about this many times. There is no doxing that is happening here with Collective Shout. This is all information that is available on their websites that they themselves have put out there. It's not like somebody else has put out the information for them. They themselves have put out this information. But in any case, no one has doxed them. They're taking choice away from women, but you won't acknowledge that or engage with it. She wants to ban Amazon from selling daddy chokers, for example, something I, an adult woman, want to buy. Tell me right now she is right and I am a whore for wanting it. Go on, do it. So Savvy has gone full nuclear. By the way, Savvy has gone so full nuclear that she has just been commenting on damn near almost every post from these people that are out here trying to pretend to be on the side of Collective Shout. And of course, I'm going to link all of this in the description box below. I'll link this post so that you guys can go check out the replies to this. And I'm also going to link some of the other posts, like the one with Trump's executive order that we're about to get into in a second. But we also have Haley here. Haley ends up quote tweeting Rain and says, "Oh, shut up. Collective Shout is being called out by men and women for defending a film that exploited 650 real underage girls. But of course, you would spit it as men harassing women. You're a proud misandrist. Imagine dedicating your entire life to hating men. What a shitty existence." Now, keep in mind, guys, this is literally what Collective Shout has done their entire career, right? I made a video today going over a video on their YouTube channel showcasing their ideology and showcasing also that this has been something they've been doing for many, many years. They've been thinking about this for many years. They've been wanting to ban porn, video games, violent depictions against women, even if it's fictional, horror stuff. Like, they want to ban all this stuff because, to be honest with you, let's be real, these women are unbelievably boring. They can't even think outside of the small little box that they live in every single day. They sniff each other's farts, they pat each other on the back, and they go home and say that they did a great job for the day. But to be honest with you, everybody just freaking hates them. Even most feminists hate them, except for this one, of course, that hates men more than they hate women. Now, let's go into the Trump executive order, because this is where a lot of people are they're quote tweeting this, they're putting this out there. Betty Johnson made a post talking about this and said, breaking news, President Trump signs executive order banning banks from debanking Americans over their political or religious beliefs. Now, guys, I want to be very clear about this. This is not going to be the end-all, be-all solution that a lot of us were initially thinking it might be, or when people were sharing it, they were like, oh, Collective Shout's done, they're screwed. I want to be very clear. This is a nice W. Do not get it twisted. We are definitely moving in the right direction, but there is still a lot more work that has to be done. But it's good that the White House is actually even paying attention to this nonsense that's been happening, let's be real, for well before this situation, right? Well before Collective Shout started going after Steam and itch.io, this kind of debanking has been going on for decades, right? The banks have been utilizing their power as the essential duopolies on money all around the world to control what you can and cannot do. Debanking is a known strategy that has been utilized for a very, very long time. But this is why I say we need to do more. This amount of power that this debanking situation is not going to be handled in one executive order. That's just not possible. This amount of power that's been gained over the many decades is not going to be handled by one simple executive order. But this is a start. This is absolutely a start. So let's read this statement from the White House. It says, prohibiting politicized or unlawful debanking. Today, President Donald J. Trump signed an executive order to ensure that federal regulators do not promote policies and practices that allow financial institutions to deny or restrict services based on political beliefs, religious beliefs, or lawful business activities, ensuring fair access to banking for all Americans. Now, number one, we obviously need to acknowledge that this is just in the United States. This is not worldwide, of course. So this is mainly going to affect here in the US, which is still great. Don't get me wrong. But these are people, some of them are not even in the US, right? We're talking about Collective Shout, an organization that is in the Australia. They're in Australia. So they're not going to care about this because to them, it doesn't really matter. Now, this does make their job a lot harder. It makes their job a lot more trickier. But also keep in mind, these are banks. These are not all financial institutions. The wording is very specific for a reason. So there are certain people out there that can still enact policies that are inherently against a lot, what people fight against all the time. So let's scroll down really quick and see some of this, some of these like comments. Says, gamers, does this solve the Visa MasterCard BS? Yes, although it does not punish these companies for being the arrogant kings that they think they are. The key part is forcing legal transactions and getting rid of the reputational risk justification that they use to debank people, including artists and political commentators and game developers. That said, Visa and MasterCard didn't voluntarily change, so I think they still need to be punished. Are you sure it applies to games? Yes, it specifically mentions digital assets, which include video games. What about the payment processors? The only way they get out is if they aren't included in financial institutions, but it is obviously meant to include them given the verbiage later on. They are included in financial services that mentions a payment processing example. Grok also agrees that they are included. I think we win, but it feels surreal, just like the last 3 weeks have been. So right now, there is a little bit of a, I don't know if you want to call it a definition, or miscommunication or something. There needs to be a little more clarification if this also includes payment processors, not just major banking networks that utilize payment processors. I think this is very important verbiage that needs to be expanded upon, or needs to be really like tight and just overall defined properly. I'm sure the executive order has that, but again, people are saying, I can't believe this has to be an executive order, but the simple truth is that it does. It does. We live in a world where we need to have shit like this in order to protect us from duopolies that are going absolutely insane every chance they get. Now, listen, this is something that, and I find it so hilarious because I've said many times in many videos, gamers are the last stand, right? I know it's a joke. It's like a meme at this point, but gamers truly are the last stand. Every time something negative happens, specifically to gaming, and shit hits the fan, we usually see some pretty good change come from it. I'm not saying gamers are going to save the world, but what I am saying is that gamers tend to get shit done one way or another. And there's no doubt about it that the massive phone calls that were happening to MasterCard and Visa disrupted them so much that they had to end up making statements. They had to train their call center people on how to handle or basically hang up on people. It is so unbelievable what's been going on with this situation. So gamers really do get shit done. But I will say that at this point, I'm hoping that the executive order is defined enough specifically. Because in order to fight vague terms, you need to be very specific. And I know that's a little bit of a oxymoron, but still, you have to be very specific in what you're targeting in order to handle it properly. And I think that it will end up being very specific. So Madam Savvy says, or lawful business activities. And she says, I will now spend my birthday, which, by the way, happy birthday to Madam Savvy. She says, I will now spend my birthday bringing up every single case between America and Japan to prove that even the distasteful games are being protected by law, not only in America, but also Japan. There have been multiple cases that prove this, along with several laws. She tags Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, Steam, itch.io. Every game that has been banned must be reinstated. They are all fiction. Patreon needs to reinstate every single artist that they took down. Drawing flat-chested women is protected by law. Collective Shout's handiwork will be undone. As you continue to call Visa and MasterCard, bring this up. And I agree, you should bring this up when you are doing your phone calls, you know, you're being nice on the phone, but you're doing your phone calls or you're talking to these institutions, tell them, hey, did you know that due to an executive order from President Trump as of XYZ date, just bring this shit up. Bring it up. Why not? Right? Not to mention they work with the banks, and the banks should push their same rules onto the processors. You could also call your bank and to demand answers on why your payments can't be processed because of XYZ reason. I think this is going to be a big move. I think this is a right move in the right direction, but I want to make it very clear. This is not the end all be all. We need to make sure we keep on the pressure. We need to make sure that we keep talking about it. Content creators need to keep talking about it, put it out there, and keep sharing the videos, keep liking the videos, keep doing everything you can. Because now that we have the age verification nonsense coming up on the 13th of this month for YouTube, I guarantee you censorship, I should say, on YouTube is going to get even worse than it ever was before. Trust me, it's pretty bad, but it's going to get worse than it ever was before. So make sure you guys, keep an eye out. Make sure you stay subscribed to channels that you subscribe to, and just keep getting the word out there to the best of your ability. And also utilize alternative platforms like Rumble and Kick as well to get the word out there also, because the more we can talk about this, the better it will be in the long run for people. I'm not guaranteeing 100% victory, but I am guaranteeing we will make it very hard for them to sweep, this entire censorious nonsense. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, consider hitting that like and subscribe button, as we are nearing 97,000 subscribers. And I will see you guys on the next one. People are saying that the next major catalyst is going to be Grand Theft Auto, and I agree. I agree. Pie Guy says, Hypnotic, it might be worth making another backup of your channel with other sites outside of the ones you use currently. I mean, I use a lot of the main websites. I use Rumble. I stream there every day. I upload every single one of my videos there every day. It's annoying, but I do it. So, I have no problem, pushing out Rumble. Rumble holds their ground pretty well. But I agree. In terms of the GTA 6 thing, I think if GTA 6 gets fucked with in any way, right, in literally any way, I think that is going to wake up a lot of people. I think that is going to be what you call the normie wake up call, let's just say. So we'll see if that ever ends up happening. But again, as of right now, I really don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen. So we shall see. Time to start the HypnoNet. I guess so. It'll be censored on day one. Anyway. Let me see. Where are we at? We got some super chats. Let's cover them really quick. We got Peepers for 1 month says Mage Peach, aka Mage Wolf, and I got married. Oh, don't pick on him. He'll tell his mommy. Well, congratulations on your marriage. JP Direwolf with a 10. This is why the 7th president of the U.S., Andrew Jackson, did not want banks. He viewed it as a corrupt institution that favored the wealthy elite and undermined the common citizen. Listen, man, this shit goes so far back. It's not even funny. Like, it goes so far back, well past anything that we're dealing with in the modern day. And it's amazing how some of our founding fathers were able to predict a lot of the nonsense that we're going through today. And again, the United States is not very old. It's only a couple 100 years old. You know what I mean? Like, at this point, they've been able to, over the many, many decades and the little bit of centuries, they've been able to slowly turn it into something that they've been wanting to have. That way they can keep maximum control over people, more and more control every day. It started off with freedom, and it's not going to end that way. Freedom is not free, right? Freedom is not free. I want to make that very clear. Everybody knows that. Freedom is not free. And if you're not gonna buy your freedom with money, then guess what you're gonna buy your freedom with? Everybody should know that. So, we got Rumble. Where's Rumble at? Where are we at? We got Justin with a 5. Wait, you're telling me that Rain assumed the gender of their, her, his, their doxers? What a C word, dick, axe wound, flesh tube. What the fuck? Yeah, they did assume. It's bad. Gray the Merchant with $1 RKO out of nowhere to all Collective Shout members. Savvy with a chair, knocking them all down Age verification. F you. We are fighting hard. Discord link to new members when? Not for a long time, bro. Not for a long time. Anti-Federalist Pain with $1. Yes, it applies to payment processors. Anything financially regulated by the Fed is regulated, and the EO explicitly mentions payment processing. There you go. Well, like I said, as long as the executive order specifically mentions it word for word, then I think there's no denying it. Right? I think at that point, now they have to follow through. Adam Jubit with $1. Contact your Congress people to make this law. I agree. Shout out to Adam Jubin. Keep in mind, they're also trying to pass laws that, Online Safety Act bullshits. The shit that's happening in the UK, they so desperately want to happen here. The UK is even trying to enact authority over US laws. They're like, well, since we're censoring our people, we need to make sure that your social medias are also being censored in the US. Like, bro, who are you? You guys remember you lost last time? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get out of here. There's more guns in this country than there is people. Get out of here. Anyway. All right, let me exit this out. Oh, I didn't show this in the video. I'm sorry. Let me just show this really quick so that I don't miss this. Cheaper Reviews posted this. Apparently, this is what the restrictions from the EU look like now on Twitter. This is what it looks like. Confirm your age instantly. To comply with the new regulations in the European Union, you must confirm you are 18 or older before viewing some content. Photos are not saved. You like how they put that there, right? You like how they put photos are not saved? How many of you out there believe that your photos are not saved when you take a selfie with this or you give them your ID? How many of you genuinely believe the photos are not fucking saved? Come on, bro. Of course they're saved, right? Of course they're saved. It's such bullshit. Like, why even bother saying that? Exactly. Press X to doubt. Press X to doubt, bro. Of course they're saving it. It's such bullshit. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Not a single person who has been paying attention. Yep. But it's pretty crazy. So this is what people are saying now. It's kind of sad, man. All right, let's X that out. We got the executive order, Haley. Let me see. Covered all that. I want to make sure. Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right, two more stories. Two more stories, boys. This is a follow-up to the lawsuit between Sony and Tencent. Okay. There's a follow-up between the story of Sony and Tencent. In case you guys forgot or you weren't aware, Sony is suing Tencent right now. They're suing Tencent because of a video game that looks very eerily similar to Horizon series. And now, apparently, after the lawsuit was filed, Tencent made some pretty big changes to the description of their game, took down some screenshots. To be honest, I think it makes them look guilty. I think it makes them look guilty, in my opinion. So we're gonna check that out. UF Omega with a 5. New Blackstreet has unleashed a rainbow monkey upon you. The power of the LGBT primate heralds your doom, one feces thrown at a time. That's insane, bro. That's insane. That is literally insane. But I'm not surprised either. All right, let's cover this really quick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I have a follow-up story to the lawsuit between Sony and Tencent. If you guys don't remember, Sony is actively suing Tencent because of a video game that they are creating that has completely, made them feel as if they're stealing the Horizon series. This video game is called Light of Mortarim. On this particular game, when you look at it from face value, does look like a Horizon ripoff. But then when you actually look at the gameplay, you'll realize that it's really not. It's one of those things that they're trying to push out a trailer that makes most people looking at the game say, ooh, this looks like XYZ. But then when you actually play it, you realize, oh, this is just like it's a totally different game. It's a free-to-play game, which immediately is going to keep me out of it. But anyway, Sony is suing this company, Tencent, Now, one thing that Tencent just recently did makes them look very guilty, and I heavily disagree with this. It makes them look unbelievably guilty. They have completely changed the description of their video game compared to what it was before. They've also deleted a lot of screenshots that makes it look like they were, intentionally trying to copy Horizon. It just doesn't look good to what they did. So let's cover this and see what's going on. Post the copyright infringement lawsuit from Sony, Tencent has taken it upon themselves, and Polaris Quest as well, has made several changes to the alleged Horizon copy Steam page. For those unaware, Tencent revealed Light of Mortarum last year, which bears a striking resemblance to Sony's PlayStation popular series Horizon. Last month, Sony Interactive Entertainment filed a lawsuit against Tencent for the alleged copyright and trademark infringement, citing similarities between their products. According to a report by the Game Post, Light of Mortarum Steam page now features a revised description, a new promotional image, and different and reduced screenshots, and a release window. So they changed a bunch of things, right? They changed a ton of things, which, again, in my opinion, makes them seem extremely guilty. I would not have done this almost immediately after the lawsuit was filed, but, at this point, I feel like it's a little bit too late. Sony's gonna wipe the fucking floor with them at this point. But anyway, the old description spoke about several elements that were known in the Horizon universe, including colossal machines and mecha animals. The new description has removed these words and mentions of an advanced technology. Now it mentions overcoming the challenges of survival and carving a place for yourself in this unforgiving land. That is totally different compared to what they had before. We're going to read the entire old one, and then we're going to read the entire new one, and we're going to see exactly how different they are. So the old description read as follows: in a world overrun by colossal machines, explore the vast open world, build your base of operations, advance technology, train mecha animals, and take on formidable bosses. Starting from the primitive age, forge a new path of development, defy the machinations, survive with mecha animals. That's what it read before. Now let's read what it says now. Make smart use of everything around you to stay alive and face off against formidable bosses. Every step is fraught with danger and requires courage. Only by overcoming the challenges of survival can you carve out a place for yourself in this unforgiving land. Bro, this is a big problem. This is the big problem. Not only that, you got some key art that was changed. The previous key art for the Light of Mortarum featured a woman who resembled someone that players would know very well from the Horizon series, which is Aloy. The redhead girl was seen looking over a world filled with creatures similar to those in the popular PlayStation series. But now the woman has been replaced by two robotic creatures, one that looks like a penguin and the other like a dog. Many of the screenshots that made Light of Mortarum appear more like Horizon clone have been removed completely. Some new screenshots have been added which feature the game's open world instead. All imagery of the robots that look similar to the ones in PlayStation Horizon series was removed. Now, here's the thing, guys. I said this in my last video, okay? I kind of feel like Tencent got themselves into this situation because if you guys are unaware, Tencent had actually approached Sony to try to collaborate on the Horizon series, right? They wanted to, collaborate together to make something based in the Horizon world. And Sony flat out told them no, right? Sony told them, no, we're not going to do that. So after that fell through and Tencent wasn't able to collaborate with them on the Horizon series, Tencent basically said, fuck it, we'll do it ourselves. And that's where Light of Mortarum comes into place. So that is why this game, in my opinion, exists, because they just flat out, they wanted to work on this series. They wanted to be part of the Horizon series, and they got told no. So now they pulled a pretty typical Tencent, and they damn near copied the game to try to make it something for themselves. But anyway, Light of Mortarum now also apparently has a release window, and the Steam page states that the game is now scheduled to release in Q4 of 2027. So it's not even anywhere close to coming out. This lawsuit will probably have an end before this game even releases, which is pretty crazy. In the lawsuit, Sony has alleged that Tencent has created a slavish clone of Horizon with Light of Mortarum, which copies elements such as gameplay, story themes, and artistic elements, among others. Sony also stated that Tencent has approached them to collaborate on a new Horizon game. and obviously got flat out told no. So yeah, I think they did this on purpose. I think Tencent obviously was not happy that when they showed up with their people in suits, they got told to go fuck off. And Sony now has every right, in my opinion, to sue them. At first, I was a little bit defending Light of Boredom because when I looked at the gameplay, it's almost nothing like Horizon. When you look at the actual gameplay, it doesn't play anything like Horizon. But now that they're changing descriptions and now that they're deleting screenshots and now that they're trying to change up their entire image of this game, that tells me that they're pretty damn guilty, or at least they might feel like they have the ability to be guilty. And now they're trying to save face to see if the lawsuit will get dropped. So you guys can let me know, what do you think about this entire situation in the comments down below? Whose side are you on? If you're on anyone's side, are you on Sony's side? Are you on Tencent's side? Are you on nobody's side? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you like the video, consider hitting that like button and subscribe, as we are on the road to 97,000 subscribers. And I will see you guys on the next one. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, deleting screenshots is a bad sign. Bad sign. I smell super sus. Sausage. I do. I smell hardcore sausage. Absolutely. Absolutely. For me, yeah, no, listen, at the end of the day, I just find the lawsuits interesting because then, it's kind of like the whole Nintendo Power World lawsuit that's going on. I just find it interesting because I see how hardcore these companies are going to fight. And if you notice, these companies are getting really litigious, right? They're getting very, very litigious, more so than they've ever been. I haven't seen this many lawsuits in a long time, which tells me this shit is, it's not looking good. The Chinese don't have copyright laws. Well, I mean, lucky for Sony, their product is not Chinese. So you can't just steal a fucking IP from another country and say, well, we don't have copyright laws, so it's okay. You can't do that. I'm on Pocket Pair's side when yeah, same here. Because that one is more egregious on Nintendo's part. Collected Pout with a 5, hysterical sobbing. President Trump signs an executive order that basically reverses all of the help we provided. He wants fair banking for all. I know, it sounds horrible, right? Collected Pout with a 2. He's an orange 79-year-old gooner we must destroy. True. That is what they think. Ali Kusanagi with the 1 membership. Thank you, Ali Kusanagi. I appreciate that, bro. And then we got Angels of Destiny. 3 months. Never cared for Horizon. There's only one video game dinosaur hunter in my book. His name is Turok. Which they're coming out with a new game, by the way. Pretty curious. Serpent Mongrel with a 5. Didn't Tencent also try to make a Cyberpunk? Yeah, I think they did. I think they did. Now that you mention it, I think they did. They that's what they do. They try to copy the most successful video games. That's what they do. Let's see. We got Rumble. Anti-Federalist Pain with $1. Liberty and freedom and democracy are so very precious that you do not fight to win them once and then stop. True. And then for another $1, liberty and freedom and democracy are prizes awarded only to those who fight to win them and then keep fighting eternally to hold them. Alvin York. True. Sir Loins with a 2. These pussy ass Australians can't win a war with a flightless bird. Fuck they gonna do to America. They better chill before we done drop a crisp end bomb on their cute little village. That's insane. That's insane, bro. Sir Loins with $1. These pussy ass Australians can't win. Oh, he said the same thing before another $1. He wanted to drive the point home. Shout out to Sir Loins, man. Thank you so much for that. Legendary Randall Hess. Randall has just dropped a 5 membership.
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
Shout out to Randall Hess, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. Dropping a membership banger. That's awesome, dude. Thank you. Okay. We are fully caught up everywhere. Let's get through the last major story of the day. And this one hits a little bit closer to home because we're talking about good old Diablo Blizzard, ladies and gentlemen. Good old Blizzard. Talking about Blizzard. Pretty interesting news. A lot of people were freaking out about this, about Rod Ferguson leaving Blizzard of his own volition, by the way. He wasn't fired or anything like that. He left of his own volition to explore greener pastures, supposedly. A lot of people are saying, oh, maybe this means Diablo will finally get fixed. And I'm like, you'd be surprised, man. Usually these people, some of these people, they get hated a lot. They end up getting replaced by people that are worse. Blizzard is dead, so why should he stay? I mean, I agree. I agree. Blizzard is pretty fucking dead compared to what they were before. It's kind of sad. So let's cover this since people were talking about this, and then we will get into the original waifu battle. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so today's video, we are going to be talking about a little bit of a plot twist. People are shocked over this news to find out that the GM over at Diablo, Rod Ferguson, has officially left Blizzard, right? So people are talking about this like crazy for a multitude of different reasons. And the reason why they're talking about it, some people think maybe this means that Diablo will be saved, right? Oh, maybe Diablo will become the amazing Diablo that it was in the past. I don't think that's going to happen. But again, people have their thoughts about this. And I want to talk about it considering that obviously I used to be a big Blizzard fan back during OG Blizzard. Obviously, I love Diablo. I don't like Diablo 4. I didn't really like too much Diablo 3 until the very end when they, did a lot of changes. But ultimately, Diablo 2 is always going to be my favorite and a lot of people's favorite. So Rod Ferguson, who has served as general manager of Diablo for the last 5 years, is officially going to be leaving Blizzard. He announced the news via social media on Friday afternoon. He said, after 5 years of driving the Diablo franchise forward with 4 big launches, it's time for me to step away from Blizzard and Microsoft, sword in hand, and see what's next. Ferguson said in his post, the teams are set up for success with an exciting slate of releases ahead. I'm incredibly proud of what we built together and looking forward to what comes next for Diablo and for me. So, I mean, this is a pretty simple post, right? Pretty simple post, nothing too crazy. Ferguson joined Blizzard in 2020 after spending years working on the Gears of War franchise at the Coalition under Xbox and Epic Games previously. And after the move was announced, Blizzard president Johanna Ferris said, guiding a franchise like Diablo takes rare talent, vision, and collaboration. Thank you, Rod, for bringing all of those in spades. Sanctuary's future is brighter because of the impact that you've had on the game. Xbox head Phil Spencer added, you brought strength, hellfire, and vision to one of the gaming's most iconic franchises. Playing Diablo 4 with you was a blast. Thanks for everything you gave to the game and the community. As of publishing, no replacement has been named, nor was a reason given for Ferguson's departure. Now, again, it seems as if he has departed of his own volition. It seems like he is leaving on his own accord. Whether or not, people are saying he might have been fired, I don't think so. I think at this point, he probably, especially after the Microsoft merger, I think at this point, he's probably made enough money. He's probably at this point just completely set and done and maybe moving on. A lot of people consider Blizzard to be overall dead as a company compared to what they were before. And I think at this point, he's just checking himself out. Now, I'm going to go over to his post and see what some people had to have said about this entire situation. Let me bring it up. Why is it on Blue Sky? Fucking Blue Sky. God. Fucking Blue Sky, man. I swear to God. They always post on Blue Sky. These people are in their echo chambers. It's so insane. Anyway, so this is his post on Blue Sky. And you can see some of the pictures that he posted. Obviously, these are the teams that work on Diablo. If you look at the Diablo Immortal team, you're going to start noticing a pattern here with this particular team. Diablo 4 as well. Oh, look at this. Gee. Look at that in the background. Look at that nice little flag in the background of the Diablo 4 team. Why am I not surprised that it's, oh my God, it never ceases to amaze me. Look at this one. Look at this one. You got the American flag in front of it, and then look at the right. You got the trans flag. I mean, these people, the jokes write themselves at this point. They really write themselves at this point. I mean, like, you guys are insane putting the American flag next to the trans flag and trying to pretend like they're equal value. Get out of here. So anyway, Phil Spencer obviously posts on Blue Sky, and Phil Spencer, this is how dead Blue Sky is. And the fact that these people continue to use Blue Sky and pretend as if it's totally legit, it's insane. Phil Spencer, okay, the guy in charge of fucking Xbox, for 9 hours only got 25 likes on Blue Sky. Seriously. 25 likes on Blue Sky. Like, why are you even using Blue Sky? You guys are so desperate to be in a echo chamber that you are willing to use a completely dead platform just to maintain that echo chamber that you have. That Phil Spencer, of all people, gets 25 likes. He's got 25,000 followers, and he only has 25 likes on his post. It's so insane. Is it part of the layoffs? This person asked. Even somebody on Blue Sky says, thank God. That's crazy. Congrats on a great run, Rod. Hope you get some relaxation time before whatever is next. Proud of launching D4 a year too soon in an incomplete state, barely advanced state of Diablo, and now just barely taking into D4 innovative features from D3. All this Frankenstein's monsters missing is a real money auction house. Bro, if you're getting cooked on Blue Sky, what are you doing? What are you doing? How are you getting cooked on Blue Sky? This is supposed to be a massive echo chamber. How are you getting cooked on Blue Skies beyond me? Listen, a lot of people don't like Rod. Okay, a lot of people blame Rod for the reason why Diablo is in the state that it's in. But there are some people that obviously are fans of Rod, and they usually work with him. But outside of that, people are cooking him even on Blue Sky. He thought he could come to Blue Sky, impose this, and be safe. Well, little did he know. Good luck in the future. Good luck and thanks. Hope you find a better place to work, not intoxicated with shitty IA and CFO bullshit. Appreciate your work on Gears. Best of luck. I didn't get to work with you long, Rod, but the short time has been awesome. Good luck on your next adventure. Is it because of your health care making you leave, Rod? I knew you had cancer of skin. Damn, this guy is just revealing everything with Rod. Please reveal anything big on D4X2 before you leave as your last legacy. And thank you all for these years. Rod, I'm so sad today, really crying. Who the hell cries over someone leaving a job? They're so goddamn soft here on Blue Sky. I never go to Blue Sky, bro. The only time I go to Blue Sky is if I have to, where there's like this one post in an article that's only on Blue Sky. I'm like, bro, this is these guys get no likes on anything. This is a dead platform. Why are you using this? Anyway, wow, Rod, an incredible run. It was awesome working with you. Congratulations, Rod. Congratulations. And dead. Unbelievable. So, again, guys, Rod leaving, I don't think is going to make or break Diablo at this point. I think at this point, Diablo is going to continue down the path that it is, because let's be real, okay? You can think what you want about Rod, but it's very clear by looking at these pictures and seeing the certain ideologies that are running rampant. If you look at my mouse cursor, the ideologies that are running rampant in this particular studio, I'm going to call a little bit sus, okay? Even the Diablo Immortal team that is mostly seemingly Asian, if you look at the screenshot, even this team has a rainbow flag in the mirror. You can see here on the corner. So every single one of their offices has some form of LGBTQ flag that is either flying solely by itself or somehow flying together with the American flag as if it's supposed to be equal, right? So this entire thing is a massive joke. And at this point, I think the problems go well past just, him. I don't think Rod is going to be the only problem that needs to be solved over at Blizzard and especially Diablo. I think the problems run very deep. And at this point, I wouldn't really hold my breath. So you guys could let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about Rod leaving Blizzard? Do you agree with this? Do you think it's going to save Diablo? Or do you think nothing is going to change whatsoever? And if anything, it just might get a little bit worse. Whatever you may think, leave it in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for liking this video. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing today as we are on the road to 97K. And I will see you guys on the next one. Yeah, guys, I got to be honest with you. Do you guys not have bones? Diablo can't be saved. Yeah, I don't think so, bro. I really don't think so. Bro, the LGBTQ flags is crazy, man. It's crazy. And I know people are going to gaslight. They're going to be like, what's the big deal? Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut up. It's such a fucking gaslight. What are we watching? I don't know. I don't know. What are you watching? Diablo's going to be DOA. Honestly, I think it is DOA. I think it is DOA, to be honest with you. A lot of people, I don't know. Like, what's the stats on Diablo? You can't even get stats outside of Steam, and I wouldn't really go to Steam for Diablo stats. What about Hypno Coffee Flag, bro? Come on, man. No. Let's catch up on Super Chats. Let's check Rumble. Rumble! What are we doing? We got Gray the Merchant with $1. Still didn't touch the full experience of D4. Still not buying any new products besides D2. Awaken. During the Warcraft 3 refunded. Fucked over hard in the ass. That is my origin story. Fuck Blizzard. Well, like I said on Griffcast, when we were talking about Mafia, I was saying that it's actually really good that they never overwrote Mafia the original with Mafia the Definitive Edition. I feel like they shouldn't do that. And I know Warcraft did that, and people were pissed. People were fucking pissed. They were like, what are you doing? Why are you overwriting the original? You mean to tell me I can't play the original Warcraft because you got Warcraft 3? Because you guys fucking you guys overwrote the game with the new Definitive Edition that is inherently worse, that a lot of people had a problem with? Yo, people lost their mind over that. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them. So anytime you come out with a Definitive Edition, you should always keep the original, because there's going to be people that want to play the original, especially if the Definitive Edition ends up being garbage, you know? But it's just what it is. Yeah, Zalosi says, glad I still have my Warcraft 3 CDs. God, it's insane. Yeah, it's absolutely horseshit when they do shit like that. It is. It really is. It's so fucking stupid, man. Like, yeah, I still to this day, I can't believe they did that. Like, what in the world possessed them to truly think that was the good idea? And it's because they wanted people to play the Definitive Edition. So they thought, okay, let's get rid of the original, force them into our new ecosystem, and that way we could take advantage of them better. You know, they didn't want you playing the original. Where's my coffee? I don't have coffee. Warcraft 3 was so good. It really was. It really was. Warcraft 3 Reforged. Yes, they did it with Warcraft 3 Reforged. They erased the original game and overwrote it with the Warcraft 3 Reforged. It was crazy. Crazy shit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for the topics. If some of you are going to leave to not partake in the original waifu battle, then I appreciate you. Join me on the on Saturday Night Hypnosis tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Our panel show. Do not miss it. For those of you that are new here, you might have never seen one before, come join the panel tomorrow. We're also going to try, maybe we'll celebrate Sheep City's 500 plus subscribers. That'll be awesome. But yeah, join us tomorrow for SNH, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But that's basically it. Let's do the waifu battle, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have some real fun. And let's try to make it a big waifu battle, man. Considering everybody else is trying to do it, we might as well show them how it's done, man. Let's show them how it's done. Let's fucking go. Ladies and gentlemen, Waifu Battle is here. Waifu Battle is here. Today's Battle of Champions, where on Fridays we bring back a former champion guaranteed to go up against the challenger. And we're going to need it, man, because Liara, I don't know what she's doing, but this fucking woman refuses. She just refuses to lose. Refuses to lose. It's insane, ladies and gentlemen. It's insane. All right, boys. So let's go over the rules of engagement before we bring out the challenger that's going to try to take down Liara. Rule number 1. All super chats during the waifu battle can and will count towards a particular waifu, but the only way that is going to count is if you put the name of the waifu in the super chat first. You gotta put the name first. If you do not put the name of the waifu in the super chat first, then it will not count. It does not matter how big they are. If you super chat after the fact and you put the name of the waifu you forgot to put the first time first, then I will make it count. Rule number 2, you could vote for any waifu regardless of who's on the screen. It doesn't matter. You could vote for the challenger, I'm sorry, for the champion, who is Liara, or you can vote for the challenger, who you're about to find out. It doesn't matter who is on screen at the time. Last but not least, after the second waifu comes off screen, I'm going to do a 30-second countdown. After that 30-second countdown, no more super chats are going to count. It doesn't matter how big they are. The last super chat that shows up on my screen will be the one that counts. So please, if you are going to vote, vote early and vote hard, ladies and gentlemen. Do we understand the rules? I don't think we do. I don't think we do, ladies and gentlemen. All right, listen. So today, we are going to be bringing back a former champion, someone who was highly popular when she was initially in the waifu battle. She is a fiery redhead. She is a fiery redhead that is going to try to take this belt from Liara. We got blue versus red. Let's find out. All right, ladies and gentlemen. The challenger that is going to go up against Liara to Sony is going to be none other than the one and the only Ursula Scarlet from Fairy Tail, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Urza or is it going to be Liara? The names are on the bottom. Let's find out who is going to win. Either the fiery redhead or the blue girl Liara. Come on, let's have a crazy waifu battle, boys. Look at this. Everybody's like, vote hard for Urza. Vote hard for Urza. Please make sure you put the name of the waifu first. John D says, I knew it. I just forgot her name. It's been a while. I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did. Look at this. We already got people gooning before the rules were even done. We got Ron DFK with a 2 saying Liara because Bluebees. Bluebees is actually pretty hilarious, bro. Can we call it Bluebees from now on? Can we do that? Nexus Nocturne with a 269 said Sonya Lisette. Shout out. Shout out. Doesn't count though. I'm sorry. Blackguard with a $4 banger says Urza Scarlet. Starting us off strong with the challenger, ladies and gentlemen. The challenger getting a $40 banger right off the start. And then we got Mr. Melancholy with a 2 saying Urza. Curvaceous redheads. Yes, bricked. Absolutely bricked. That's hilarious, bro. Floor Waldorf for $1 says like dark roasted bigot beans have hypnotic coffee. Bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Rumble's crazy, man. Ali Kusanagi with a $20 banger says Urza. Let's fucking go, man. Holy shit. The challengers come. Oh! Vortimus! Vortimus with a $100 Red Boy Ultra Banger says Liara to Sony. Mass Effect OG Trilogy is the bestest. And just like that, Liara to Sony is in the lead, but not by much because Urza's kicking ass, man. Hold on, Sirloins over on Rumble. Thank you so much, Bartimus. Sirloins over on with a 50 says Urza is so hot. She makes me want to smack my mama. What the fuck? Bro. Bro. I'm sorry, that caught me off guard. That caught me off. That caught me off guard. Sir Lloyd's for a 50 with Urza. That means we are damn near tied. And then Cyber Rider with a 9.99 says Urza. Gotta support Redhead Hotties. Let's go. Let's go. And then Panda Nautic with a 2 says Panda. Go repent, man. Go repent, man. Tanya Raven with a 2 says Urza. Summa Bish. Shout out to Tanya Raven. Randall with a $20 banger says Urza. Bro, Urza is pulling ahead. Urza, the challenger, is pulling ahead, ladies and gentlemen. And then we got Frost Puma with a 250 says Urza. Wait, there are Tencent waifu battles? Sure, whatever. Avi Rivera for a 5 says Urza for my first super wepa. Shout out to Mr. Rivera with the 5, his first super chat. Voting for the redhead. I like to see it. I like to see it, man. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you so much. Holy shit, Paul Q. Paul Q with a $100 Red Boy Ultra Banger. Says Urza, red is always right. Bring it, bigots. God damn, bro. This is a fight. This is a fight and a half. I had to reuse Liara's photo because she needs the best chance to win, boys. It's time to bring out the champion. It's none other than Liara to Sony. Let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Urza right now is in the lead, but it is anybody's game right now. I've seen Liara come up with some bullshit before. So let's find out. Where are the Mass Effect fans? Mass Effect fans, bring it out, man. BioT-Wolf with a 10. Urza, her outfits never leave me. Disported. Shout out to BioT-Wolf. Next is Doctor with a 5. Urza, she's a good second pick. Second pick. Wow. Winter Blacklight with a 2. To Blacklight. Xavier with a 5 saying Urza as well. With the legendary Golden Sun profile picture. Shout out to Xavier. Vardamus. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro. Vardamus is fighting so hard right now. Vardamus is fighting so fucking hard right now, bro. Liara is back in it. Ezra's still ahead. Ezra's still ahead, but Liara is back in it. Vardamus with a $100 Red Boy Ultra Banger. Says Liara, don't make me say it again. Vardamus, I think they're going to make you say it again, bro. I think they're going to make you say it again, bro. I don't... Dead Star with a 2 says Liara knows Hypnotic sucks at video games. Lies. 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 Anti-Federalist Pain with $1 over on Rumble says Mystique, he is like the merger of both. Come on, bro. Anime Mania with a 2. Urza Scarlet. Also, what's up, Hypno and everyone? I know I'm late as fuck, but I'm glad I made it in time for the waifu battle, baby. Shout out to you. Thank you, Anime Mania. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. BioT-Wolf with a 2. Urza, why are you afraid of Tally? Who says I'm afraid of Tally? Beautiful Zexel with a 10 says Urza for the win. Shout out to Beautiful Zexel. And then we got Cyber Rider with a 9.99 says Urza, just because. Just because. I'm going to assume it's just because she's a redhead. But maybe, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? I'm gonna assume that that's accurate, though. Shout out to Cyber Rider for donating a $9.99. This battle is still on. Right now, Liara is losing decently hard right now. But anything could happen. Anything could happen. We shall see what's going to happen from here. People are probably figuring out their strategies right now. It seems like the entire world is against Liara all of a sudden. All it takes is a redhead. That's it. Even Rumble chat is spamming Urza right now. That's crazy. YouTube chat is spamming it too. YouTube chat spamming Urza right now. Jason says, I could take both. Wait, so are they going to be... I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. Randall Hess with a 10 says Urza. Shout out to Randall Hess. I appreciate the $10, man. Racism against blue people. Is that what we're saying? Is that what's happening? Low KZ says, who wants to eat that blue cream pie? Ah, come on. Come on, bro. Why are we pandagooning? What the fuck is this? What is this? UFO Mega with a 2. Urza, Pride Bait, Rainbow Monkey approves. Frost Pruma for a 50 says, Urza, go red. Absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Liara is going to come off screen. And this is where the final countdown comes into play. Who is going to win? Is it going to be Urza or is it going to be Liara? Let's find out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. right, ladies and gentlemen, the last super chat that is going to count is Blackguard with a $20 banger saying, Urza, I would say there's something wrong with Liara's face in this picture, but let's be honest, nobody's looking at her face. You're probably right. You're probably right. You're probably right. And then we had some Rumble super chats that counted. So let's go over the Rumble super chats. Invidious, I'm sorry, the $5 did not count. I apologize. $5 for Liara because of gamer poop skits. But Sirloins for a 10 says Urza, all my homies hate blue waffles. Does count. Anti-Federalist paying for $1. Titania Urza, the Queen of Fairies, but only the robe of Yin, did count. And then Justin with a 20. Urza, only Gargamel wants to fuck blue bitches. Also, thanks for the entertainment. If I cope, then I cope. And that one counted as well. And then on YouTube, Cyber Rider for $4.99 says Urza did not count. And then Dragon Reborn for a 2. Hypnotic Panda Daddy did not count. All right, now that you know that, Sonia, let's count it up and let's see who won today's waifu battle. Let's find out. Feed the ducks. Feed the ducks. Come on, feed the ducks. Feed the ducks and let's find out who won. Who won? Who won? Damn, so you guys just like totally abandoned fucking Liara, huh? You guys totally abandoned Liara, huh? You just said fuck it. Vardamus was out here fighting so damn hard. Vardamus was fighting unbelievably hard. You know what? For all those red boys, Vardamus and Paul Q, I'm gonna drop a Goonin clip right now until Sonia's done counting. Shout out to Vardamus and Paul Q for the legendary Red Boy Mega Bangers. Thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hold on. We got to keep feeding the ducks, though. Feed the ducks. Feed the ducks and feed the Eagles over on Rumble. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, man? Feed the ducks. Thank you, Cyber Rider. Thank you, Dragon Reborn. Thank you, everybody. What a legendary waifu battle. What a legendary waifu battle. We did more in 10 minutes than what some people do in 2 hours. Shout out to you guys for holding it down. I noticed, Smash JT, your good friend never spent any money on your waifu battles because he's cheap. He's cheap. No, I'm just kidding. Normally he's streaming. He's streaming by the time that I do my waifu battles. That's why. And he's cheap. And he's cheap. That's why. That's why. That's why. It's hilarious showing women, and then Kata comes out of nowhere. Well, that's usually how it works when you're that short. That's usually how it works. The OG is epic for a reason. Thank you, John D. Thank you, John D. Cheap JT. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Urza finally woke up. People, you think that's what happened? Do you think Tally would have beaten? Do you guys think Tally would have beaten Urza? Out of curiosity, do you think? Let me lower the music. Do you think Tally would have beaten Urza, or do you think Urza would have beaten Tally as well? Because everybody loves Tally. Yes. Bounty says yes. Bounty spamming yes. Cyber says I don't know. Ron DFK says not. Urza. Urza would beat Tally. Fair. Miranda might have beaten Urza. Okay, fair enough. You think Tally for sure? All right, we're pretty split. We're pretty split, guys. What's a Tally? Well, I mean, she is a legendary waifu from Mass Effect. Blackguard says, honestly, yes, Tally is our 6th highest winning waifu. That's true. She's a banger. Anti-Federal is playing with $1 says, really though, Mystic, a blue redhead, she may be invincible. Maybe. Who knows, man? Who knows? Oh, apparently I don't have the picture of Urza saved. That's not good. Oh, the numbers are in. Hold on. Numbers are in. Wait. All right. Numbers are in, boys. So we got Liara at $204 flat. She's flat. Against Urza with none other than $356.32, which means that the winner and the new waifu battle champion is going to be none other. And I have to stall for time because apparently I didn't have her picture saved, so I'm trying to do it. Give me 1 second. I don't have a team of, 1 million people behind me. Why is it not loading? Come on. What the fuck? Why is it not loading? Oh my God. There we go. Hold on. All right, there we go. The winner and the new waifu battle champion is going to be none other. And you guys are so lucky, by the way, because I was about to drop a banger. I was about to drop a fucking banger on the chat, but I am literally out of time. I have to get off and I have to edit, unfortunately. So you guys are very lucky because I was about to pull a motherfucker. But the winner is going to be none other than the one and the only legendary red-headed bombshell known as Urza. Ladies and gentlemen. Damn. She looks good with the belt. Who just rated us? Let's do it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. Who just rated us? Akari just rated us. Shout out to Akari. And this is for the Liara fans that are coping and seething right now.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
that is it for the waifu battle, ladies and gentlemen. Urza's going to go backstage where she will face off against another waifu on Sunday. Hypnocast, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the home of the original waifu battle. You guys know, man. You guys know, 9 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss it. Listen, tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we got Saturday Night Hypnosis. Don't miss it. We got a lot we got to talk about. All right. It's been a hell of a week. It's been an absolutely insane week. And we got to make sure we cover everything. You said Sunday? Yeah, Sunday, because Saturday Night Hypnosis, we don't have waifu battles. We focus on the panel on Saturdays. So that's why. That's why there's no waifu battles. Thank you guys so much for the absolutely insane stream. Anime Mania for $1 over on Rumble says, also forgot to mention that today is my birthday. I can't believe I share the same birthday as Badam Savvy. Yo, everybody, before you leave, wish Anime Mania over on Rumble a happy birthday. Even on YouTube, he can see it, I'm sure, because on the screen right now. Let's get some cake emojis. Let's get some happy birthdays. Come on, boys. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Thank you guys so much for the insane support tonight. I appreciate it. Shout out to everybody for liking the stream, commenting, spamming the chat, super chatting, gifting memberships, and doing everything that you guys do every single night. It's because of you that we do what we do every single day. And hey, we got to be doing something, right? Right? We must be doing something, right? And shout out to the Hypno Mods for doing what they do every single night. Special shout out to Sonia for counting on Fridays. Thank you so much. You're the best. And we will see you guys on the next one. We're going to raid someone, so stay to the very end. It won't take long. We're going to raid someone. See you guys on the next one. Until then, go be bigots and go be gooners. Especially gooners. Bye.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you gay.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
The dog or her cat was named Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Suck it, yeah, John. Put a ticket in, make her lady gay. Fuck it, yeah, put a ticket in, make her gay. It means put a chicken in it, we eat, and make her fucking gay. Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day California shit! Cause it's all we fucking know! Cause we're boring! We're so fucking Twitter hole! Twitter hole! Get it right!
At the touch of the black man, I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life.